Shut up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me.
Clip it. Oh, we launched late. Oh, and that noise is going to get annoying. I got to figure out a way to deal with that. There we go. It's just I can't face the mic over that way. The monitor picks up audio hums. So annoying. Oh, you know what? I actually when I aimed it like this, that helped a lot. Oh, nope.
There you go.
Made it worse. Made it worse. Back to where we were. All right, flip, boom. There we go. I have to link the PayPal things in the chat.
Yes, you. That's okay. I'm still dropping links in the Discords that we're actually live because I forgot to do that.
I'm trying to figure out what's causing this noise.
I do not hear a noise. I don't know if that helps at all.
I'm hearing it. It's coming from... There we go. That helps. It's very, very mild now. Fucking diggers stole my truck, says. I'm sorry.
We don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
I gotta figure out this hum thing. It's gonna drive me nuts. I heard it in the background with Aaron's stuff, and I thought, oh, it's just my imagination and Aaron's audio setup. There we go. There we go.
Awesome.
Let's see if we
got it sorted.
Here's where it's
Puppy.
It's fine as long as this is loose as hell. But once I tighten up this joint, and the mic actually has to hold, it gets weird on me. I hear noise. I think it. See, now it's way worse that way.
Iggy and Fuzzy. All right. Apparently, the two baby eagles have been named Peggy and Fuzzy. I appreciate it.
Have they been born already? Have they already hatched?
I guess they have hatched. I did not even think about it. There's been so much on cat TV outside the window. I have not had to turn it on.
Okay.
I haven't been paying attention.
So that's what you originally had. It was your fill-in cat TV.
Yeah. When there wasn't anything going on in the trees, then yeah, I would just turn on that, and the occasional movements. The wind sound was really nice for me, and the occasional movements of the birds was cool for the cats.
Cool, man. Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I need to. I don't know if I linked that
They
already.
hatched Friday and Saturday. Here
I'll
we
do
go.
that one.
Oh, and Labby's saying he's sorry. Should he stop humming? Is that what's bothering you?
No, it's clearly not lab glass, but I appreciate that. I appreciate the thought. No, I can hear it on my end. It's a mic picking up audio. Like either my mic is too sensitive or something. It's either picking up like my computer because my computer's an air cooled, so it's moving a fair amount of air, and it's that or the other. I think you're the only one hearing the said noise. It's very, very low key, so yeah, that would make sense that I'm the only one hearing it. But that doesn't like all crazy people will tell you just because it sounds preposterous doesn't mean I'm crazy, right? You know what I mean? Or just because I sound crazy doesn't mean it isn't real. All right. Oh, you know what else I
Wow.
forgot? I got to turn on my lights.
That would help too, I guess.
Oh. My body just started doing that ear ringing noise when Why? Why does leaning over suddenly make one of my ears go wee? Like that's
Oh,
just
because the water in it has moved,
Aw.
the fluid. Yes.
Freak 597 says I named the Eagles Chick-fil-A and McChicken. Now available at Johnny's. No, they're not. No, they're not.
No, we don't sell eagles at Johnny's Exotic.
We don't sell meat. There's no exotic meats. I feel like
Well,
you don't need to
That's
go
why
as
I
far.
can say
Right, that's
for
why you
certain
can
that we
say
don't
that.
Sell
Right,
eagle
but
meat.
I'm
We
saying
don't, 'cause I know we don't.
when you choose to go, look, we don't sell eagle meat. That leaves the door wide open for but you sell meat or exotic meat. Again, I feel
Oh,
like
See, I thought being specific was just helping the argument.
how many
course we
times
don't
do we
sell
have to have
eagle
this
meat.
this talk, Digger? I mean, I feel like we have laid this out fucking chapter and verse. Like we have covered this. It's as simple as the meat market isn't real. You don't need to be like, well, yeah, so that obviously means we don't sell X, Y, or Z. It's like, no. You lead with, and this is the part you keep missing, you lead with there is no meat market. So of course we don't sell that because there
course
is
we
no
don't
meat
sell that
market.
kind of meat.
Right?
No.
Right?
Yeah.
But you always forget to mention the no meat market part and you just go straight to the we don't sell that.
I thought that was obvious. The no meat market part. My bad.
No, since the bit is still ongoing and we just got accused of selling baby eagles, I would say they haven't caught on to no, the meat market isn't real. Yeah, Digger, don't tell
Yes,
Johnny
no.
we now sell meats from Israel.
I think he meant Israel.
Whatever. Since the IRS showed up, we got to move on to the dark web for sales. We don't have any sales. There's no sales. This is. Thank you again,
Thank you,
Nuclear Gaming,
Rexstar.
resubscribing. 13 months on Twitch. Thank you. This is a very small little rink-a-dink show, very small program. We appreciate all the immense support we get from you guys. So thank you so much, Nuclear Gaming. 13 months on Twitch. Thank you for that cowbell coming out. Ooh. All right, so like we have a $10 goal for Wednesday. So we mark out $10 and then it's the 65 for Thursday and then we're on to the funding stream day. So we have a 75 and then diamond hands hold kind of goal. When we hit $75 after that in the next couple days, like we say, hey, just don't do
Everyone's
it.
gonna be happy.
Well, more importantly, like hold on. You know, unless you really got to have me say something or read something.
On Thursday.
Yeah.
Just hold off till Friday.
well,
because it's a lot more fun for you. You get a lot more.
Well,
bang
unless
for
we
your
don't
buck.
hit our goal on Thursday, then we'll have to work on Thursday.
If we
but
don't hit the
I'm
goal on
operating
Thursday,
under the
before we
idea
do
that
it.
if we just do our
Okay.
casual fun fuck around show like it has been, we'll keep kind of topping that out. Because like I said,
That's kind of
Wednesday has $10. So we have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to hit that 75 before we get to
75.
Thursday. So I'm
Right.
I'm confident we could probably make that happen.
Probably we can do it. Yeah.
$5 from Balls Deep. God damn it, I spoke way too soon. Baby eaglet meat is not for sale, but it is free with the endangered species package while supplies last. No, there's no. You can't. That's not fair. You can't make me read that for the. Thank you very much, by the way, for the $5. I'm very grateful. That is amazing. But there, let me just be clear. There is no endangered species package. Firstly, I'm ashamed I have to ask. Are bald eagles an endangered species? I thought they were a protected species.
They're
right.
Yeah, they're definitely protected.
They're protected because they're America's bird, which is weird.
Yeah,
it's like
you can a lot of them.
We can have a holiday for eating turkeys. You can eat geese till the cows come home. Shoot all the ducks you want. Hell, we'll make a video game about it. But fuck off when it comes to the eagles. Like, I mean, wait, what? It's weird that.
To be fair, they're not really the best.
Well, they're probably awful to eat, I would imagine. But like,
Yeah.
I was like, what was I doing staring at my prep sheet for? Because I'm on this weird rant. I wanted to save the YouTube cut that we got there. There we go. Definitely save that.
It used to be on the endangered list. Okay.
Okay.
It used to be. I was going to see there are bald eagles all over my area of BC.
Oh.
They're everywhere.
All right. So when I get to your house, I'll be like, hey, Lanny, show me a bald eagle.
Yeah, we've got the falcon nest over there. We'd have to actually walk down the road a bit, but yeah, I could totally show you the bald eagle nest.
All right, whatever.
A.
We'll settle for yours.
Hi, Alan. How you doing?
Hey, Alan, how you doing? Good to see you. Balls deep. Yes, it was a pretty good. It's a pretty good one. They hatched Friday and Saturday. Okay, so they hatched over Easter weekend. So they're Easter eagles. They're like the Return of the Lord eagles.
They're the resurrection eagles.
Ooh, I like that. Resurrection eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's the frog, see? Yeah, this fucking mic is driving me nuts. I gotta get a new cable, I think. I think it's the cable. I would dare to say it's the cable. All right, so, Johnny, did you see all the missing... Johnny, did you see the missing mom's daughter return to work today? Yeah, I mentioned that. I still say inside job. I mean, you're kind of a piece of shit for saying that. I would ask, what's the reason? Like, an inside job usually has a reason. Like, there's usually a reason to get rid of the mom that involves some sort of financial benefit or gain for the family. Usually, and I just, like, when we met the family, I'm like, no offense, like, they seem like they're all doing well. Like, offing mom doesn't solve any of their problems.
Yeah, they don't need mom's cash.
And in the case of
Maddie.
Case of Savannah Guthrie, like I call inside job for what? The simple fun of it? Like, she had way more to gain from doing nothing than she would from being involved in this. So I don't know why she would. She again goes as far as not mentioning, not seeing, not visiting her mom anymore. She's fine. She's entirely self-sufficient as the host of Good Morning America. I don't. Did they ever find the old bag? Says no, they didn't. They didn't. She is still missing. Looking. She is still missing. But since they haven't found her yet, that's all the evidence St. Caesar needs to go. Yup, inside job. I know the family was investigated and cleared, but totally inside job because they haven't found mom. Because kidnappings never go wrong.
Right.
Did you see the egg hunt gone wrong in Germany? Yeah. I don't know about an egg hunt going wrong in Germany. If you've got a clip to that, King Kong Dong, we can look into that. I do have a Long Beach Easter egg hunt going very wrong. Or I guess... What?
No, I was just going to say the only Easter egg hunt I watched was Trump explaining to little kids what an auto pen is and how it works.
That's retarded. Like, look, I know this is the second go around, so it's kind of hypocritical of me to say this, but like after Biden and Trump 1 and now Trump 2, can we have like age limits? I'm tired of boomer presidents. And again, Biden and Trump 2. I'm tired of boomer presidents. Oh, you want to know what, she doesn't want to know what a fucking auto pen is. You know that. They're there for the eggs. Let's do the egg hunt. And then we have, what was the other Easter story I was trying to remember? We have another Easter story around here somewhere. Maybe I'm confusing the chicken coop stabbing with that. We got a stabbing in a chicken coop, a couple of different things. A lot of weird shit happened around this.
I'm confused about the stabbing of the chicken coop and or
It's not
in
a
it or
stabbing
what.
of a chicken
Yeah.
coop. Why do you think the chicken coop is somehow a victim in this? No,
Well,
no,
it was the
that's
wording
the location.
that you gave me. The wording made it
Woman
kind of-
arrested for a stabbing in a chicken coop. That means she stabbed someone in a chicken coop.
stabbing in a coop. Okay, so that's not what I
Yeah.
heard, and so that's why I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
but
well,
what
the wording
world?
makes
In
it
what
sound
world
like
are
she could
cops?
be
You're allowed to kill chickens. Like it doesn't have to be nice. You don't have to be particularly polite
Oh,
about
no,
it.
I was
mean,
just
you could
wondering if
you
she
could
was
beat them to
stabbing
death
the
with a.
coop itself. It just the wording of it. Made
But
it
then
sound
why
like
would you get
she could
arrested for
potentially
that?
be
That's
stabbing-
just
I don't know. That's why I was curious.
again. You hear the stupidest shit. Like
I know.
woman arrested for stabbing in a chicken coop. Why did she stab the chicken coop? Like. One, nobody
no,
gets arrested for that.
Inna.
Well, no.
All I
Yeah,
heard
right.
was woman
That's
stabbed-
fine. That's fine. I get you didn't hear the inna. My point is, you again thought that someone was arrested for. You're allowed to like
No,
if
I didn't
you can
think
build
it.
a
I
chicken
like to
coop
play
and
the
walk up
game.
to it every day and be like, I fucking hate you and everything you fucking stand for, and you can go stab happy on it for hours, and you're just, and then nobody will arrest you for that. People will look at you funny. They will question your mental sanity, as well they should, but nobody will arrest you for that. You are allowed to. You're allowed to
do it.
stab chicken coops if you own them. The only way that someone gets arrested for that is if they stabbed somebody else's chicken coop. Then it would be destruction of property. But again, I don't think it would be newsworthy. Like I don't think we're going to take the time
then that's-
to deep dive
why
and
I
delve.
was-
So I feel like the whole big hint that clearly something must have been wrong there was the stabbing happened in the chicken coop, not to it. I just it made
Again.
news. The fact that we've all
I'm
gathered
telling you,
round to
making
talk.
Rusty cry. Oh shit! Oh no! And now my Discord is frozen. Oh, for 5 6s.
Can't win for losing today.
Oh,
All
you're
right.
still there. Okay, that's good.
So let's grab this.
Okay,
I
let's do
apologize if I seem like sleepy and groggy. I have new medications. I started taking them this last weekend here. I'm getting used to them still. And I told Digger, because she's had experience with one of the medications I'm on, like I just feel so groggy. Like I got plenty of sleep. And I will say this for what it's worth. Slept. I got up once. I think I told you. I woke up once because I had to go to the bathroom. And I got up and I went to the bathroom and I went back to bed. Slept all the way through the night the rest of the time. For the most part, I'd say I feel great. Like woke up revitalized, whatever. But I just bleh. I
Yeah.
just feel groggy. And then the other problem is I keep eating those goddamn chocolate almonds.
That'll do her too. Yeah.
I bought a bag of
Oh.
them, and now I like eat when I made my coffee because I had to go to the bathroom. I was out there for a while, going to the bathroom, and I got up and I made my coffee, and I was like, oh well, I guess we haven't learned our
Excellent.
lesson.
Here.
I'll eat some chocolate almonds,
Just spent way too much time in the bathroom. I better eat some more of these things.
right? Like no reason to rethink your dietary habits after what just happened. Just keep right on chugging along there, slugger. See it accomplish no difference. All right, so yeah, I don't know about that.
Thank
We
you,
got
Saint
our
Aaron. Saint Aaron saw it. He I don't
Saw what?
understand why she stabbed the poor bird.
or even the bird. Like I said, you can stab a chicken. Like nobody. Again, you might get a cruel and inhumane treatment of animals, like kind of charge or animal abuse. But for the most part, if you so choose, you're allowed to fucking stab a chicken. Like
Maybe it
it's-
was the way the chicken was stabbed. Like
No,
who
again,
knows?
the chicken
point
wasn't sta-
was
there
the
was no
wording of
chicken
the
stabbing.
headline. The wording of the headline, as I heard it, made it fun for me to play with a whole bunch of different scenarios that which would still potentially work from the frame of the headline. It's like the teacher who got the kids to write out exact instructions to make a peanut
Who
butter
is
and
your
jelly
daddy and
sandwich.
what does he
And then
do?
she starts, you know.
No, it's not your cookie. Put the cookie down.
What on earth?
I thought we were talking about
Okay.
Kindergarten Cop. Aren't we talking about Kindergarten Cop?
No,
Oh.
no, we weren't talking about Kindergarten Cop at all. Although, on a side note, Squirrel, Arnold's son just won second place in another bodybuilding competition. Very proud of his son.
She calls it out now, so it's not quite. Squirrel. Random thought. Hey guys, this doesn't matter. We got to talk about this real quick. Like, it doesn't know.
You brought up Arnold for some strange reason.
I didn't
just
bring up
thought I'd
Arnold. You
make it,
mentioned.
you know,
You mentioned
relevant
watching
to
a
news.
teacher. You mentioned watching a teacher, and you were going into explaining a thing, and it was obviously going to be like, oh, I watched this thing and teacher about X, Y, or Z. Kids building a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, like how to tell a computer to do it. Like, I get that. Like, we've talked about that before, whatever. And so I was like, oh, let's just make a fun bit out of this. And I just leaned into Kindergarten Cop and threw out the
Okay.
2 base Kindergarten Cop.
It's not a tumor.
That's not.
Yeah, you missed that one. And
Was
you
that
also
from
missed
Kindergarten
the
Cop?
Boys have a penis.
Yeah, but
girls
that's
have
not.
a vagina.
That's not an Arnold one. So that wouldn't make sense. I'd have to do that. And then
it's a Kindergarten Cop one.
it's a
That's
Kindergarten
true. But
Cop one,
yes,
but that's going to be a harder line to draw because, like, one, I don't know that I can impersonate that little kid very well, and even if I
I
could,
did a
like,
pretty good job
that's
just
just
there.
going to be a statement. Well, no, you read his line. That's not a good. An impersonation means you sound like him. You didn't sound like him at all.
I didn't read his line. I delivered his lines. Isn't that an impersonation?
Not really.
It's not a tumor. It's lemon pound cake. Yeah.
Oh God! Speaking of lemon pound cake, I had to explain to my mom
Thank
this
you,
weekend
Steve.
the entire reason why she's been seeing lemon pound cake everywhere. Because we were out together, like she decided to take me shopping on Saturday, make my life a little easier. I was like grateful. I was like, thank you, because it ended up being like flurry snow. It was snowing all Saturday morning until we got back, and then it stopped. But yeah, she didn't understand the whole lemon pound cake thing, so I had to explain to her. And I knew as soon as she was like, because I mentioned the lemon pound cake when we were out shopping, I was like, oh, got to get me some more lemon pound cake. She's like, oh, it's right over there. And it's like, nah, I don't. I was kidding. I don't want to buy a whole bunch of lemon pound cakes. She's like, well, they have it in individual slices. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. She's like, I haven't seen lemon pound cake so much. I don't know why it's so big all of a sudden. And I was like, well, spoiler
Really?
alert. And so we're walking through the store, and I realized how I had to baby steps my mom through that story. And so I was like, we got to start all the way back at the beginning. I was like, well,
Yeah.
there's a rapper named Afro Man. Like, that's where we begin. That's where we begin our tale. And then to get even better, we get back to her car. She's loading my groceries and stuff in her car, so I'm sitting there with my phone, and I scroll with it. She sits down, and the minute she sits down, I just hit play on my phone, and I just start playing Lemon Pound Cake. The Adams County Sheriff kicked down my door. Then I heard the glass break. They didn't find kidnapping victims, just some lemon pound cake. And so my mom was like bopping her head. She's like, this is not a bad tune. And I'm like, yeah. And then because we hadn't left the parking lot yet, I'm like, yeah. And this is literally the surveillance video he had inside his own home, catching the sheriff pulling some dirty deeds while they were executing their completely baseless warrant. And so I was pointing all that out. And she's just laughing at it. And then on Sunday, on Easter Sunday, we see her again. And I mentioned that song. She's like, yeah, it's stuck in my fucking head. I couldn't get rid of lemon pound cake.
It is kind of.
Did you get a gallon of Sweet Baby Ray's and nuggies in tempura? Says King Kong Dong. I couldn't find nuggies in tempura. I've got not a gallon of Sweet Baby Ray's, but I did pick up some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I don't know if I did that at Walmart. Yeah, I did
I've
that
never
at
had
Walmart,
it. I've
though.
never even seen Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's, that's just kind of a general, like, I'm not, you're not breaking the bank with Sweet Baby Ray's, but if you're not willing to do the work of making your own barbecue sauce, it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
If I'm
just
not going
pick
to
it
do
up
my
like
own
ketchup.
work, I usually use the Oh shit! Now everyone knows it. Bullseye. Bullseye.
I've heard of it, I think. I think I'm
I've
calling
got it in my fridge. I can't remember now.
Also, that is a great fucking song. Yeah, I love that song. I love Lemon Pound Cake. It's great. Did you get Marmite? They didn't have it where I saw it. I still have some, so St. Caesar worries more about whether or not I have
Oh, the
Marmite.
Marmite. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
just
It's really issue.
like every show, like I'm worried. Like, is your mental sanity, St. Caesar, tied to me having Marmite? Balls deep with $2. It's not a tumor. It's Lemon Pound Cake. Thank you for that. We'll put that over there. Ooh, switching close to taking off with the YouTubes again. All right. Well, thank you very much on all three platforms. We're grateful to have you guys doing the show. We are going till 4:30. Why did I feel like there was something stuck to my elbow?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. It was weird. It was weird. SB Rays is like a blacker Ken Davis. I don't know what.
Doesn't help me very much.
Sweet Baby
okay.
Ray's is like a blacker Ken Davis. I don't know that I know Ken Davis barbecue. I will say
I
this.
have no idea.
I got the
I don't know who he is.
I got like the sweet hickory fucking barbecue sauce. I love like hickory smoke flavor in barbecue sauce. I can't say that I love Baby Ray's, but I've had a lot of Sweet Baby Ray's and I don't mind it. I like it. It's good. So I don't think I'll mind it. I'm probably should I do nuggies and fries tonight for dinner? I don't know if I'm going to be on your show or
It's
not.
Monday, isn't it?
Right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So you'll have people hopefully on your show, and then if you don't, I always make sure to like try and jump in towards the end when I'm done hanging out with Ivy. But yeah,
You
no,
can jump in with your big bowl of nuggies.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
during daddy-daughter time, I just load the air fryer with a buttload of nugs and
As many as you can
and a
squeeze
bunch
in
of
there.
fries, right? As many as we can, as many as we can vaguely outside the bounds of the warranty safely stack in there, and then fucking turn on the air fryer, dump it all in a big ass bowl, and like just sit here while you guys are talking and just like serve it up. I'll get a separate ramekin for the Rays. That way I can add more when I need to. I'm one of those weird people. I don't like plate dippers. I find plate dippers upsetting.
Why?
Because like it's not contained. So all you really end up doing is food squeegeeing ketchup or whatever you have around your plate. And then if you need more, you add it onto that dollop. Again, it's buffing it into the like you need.
It's better
rims.
than having to wash a separate dish just because you want to be fancy and put your dip in a bowl. I mean, to be fair, if you dip off your plate, you're not going to have to worry about double dipping because it's all you.
Right, but if you have your own private little dipping like ramekin, you shouldn't be worrying about double dipping either. Like the only time you should be worrying about double dipping is when you have a community bowl.
Right.
But that's not what we're doing
usually
here.
if there's dip in a ramekin, it's because
But I'm just saying, like when you're gonna fill. But in this scenario that we're painting, I'm gonna fill a bowl with fries and nuggets. I might as well have a separate bowl with some.
Well, then
little
in
separate
that case, if you got a bowl full of food, then
again, the plate dipping thing always kind of annoyed me because it's just kind of like weird. Can we have plastic sauce cups here?
Get ready to be annoyed.
It's not my food. You're not making me do it. Like whatever.
Okay, because I will totally dip off my plate. It just to me, I'm the one that ends up doing the dishes, and why bother washing another dish if I don't have to?
Everybody, I'm on the outs on this one. People are making me eat it on this one. Let's
my
hope.
Plate, my choice.
Let's all help Johnny and hit that like, peeps. Yeah, thank you, Alan. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We appreciate it. Fuck yeah, hit the like button. Johnny, you rock. Smoke one for me. I don't just smoke weed. I do it based on pain tolerances and then like general support. We have had a fair amount of support. I could throw a little burn in there in a minute. I'm making Korean barbecue pork chops. Oh, that sounds delicious. What's the difference between Korean barbecue and regular barbecue?
Yeah.
How old is your mom? If you're 43, I'm guessing 63. She's older than that. But yeah.
My parents are in their 70s. Isn't that about like
it's about the
same
same
as your
age.
folks? Like
similar age
just
range.
under 70 or just over? Yeah.
I don't want to be mean and outer. So I'm not
My folks were 25 when I was born.
My folks had 5 kids. So let's just put it that way.
Yeah, they had a lot of kids. My folks just had 2. Then they couldn't be bothered because they didn't like each other or something. I don't know.
King Kong Dong says no sauce cups or nothing. Balls Deep saying I too squeegee my plate. There's nothing wrong with it. I like I said, it just my plate, my choice, says Rexstar Parody.
I know, I like that. And yeah, Alan, you just had a birthday, turned 56. There you go.
The difference is type of cat. That's what St. Aaron says. All right.
No, are we talking about dips?
Someday Sane will spin the wheel when it'll be when he finally steals his dad's credit card. I don't know. It sounds like those days are running out. Easter egg hunt in Germany, kills 3. Okay. Here's the YouTube link for the Easter egg hunt in Germany. We'll get to that before we talk about anything else today. Oh no, not a New York Times article. I am not subscribing to the New York Times. All right, let's find.
Poor Lab Glass is having troubles. He says, "What the fuck is a ramekin?" A black ram?
No, a ramekin, whatever, is just a ceramic bowl, a little
Small.
ceramic serving
Yeah.
dish. I use a couple of different sizes to make desserts all the time,
Yeah.
and
I've got
then I use little
stacking
ones.
ones. They start like at this big and then they get smaller. Yeah. They're clear glass.
I had a bunch of white
Fancy,
ones, but a
fancy.
lot
I
of them
never use them.
have broken and gotten separated off. So I now I have two down here. I have my big white one and then my little white one that fits inside it. And then based on what I'm doing, like say dipping, that's little white ramekin. And this is the other reason I feel like some people over sauce and don't and get crazy with the ketchup or whatever, and they just add more. And I'm like, no, you need to realize you have some control issues, and you can use this more in life. So maybe practice by going, this is how much I'm going to use sauce wise, like this amount. I got to
What
make
if
X
what
work
if
for
you
Z.
put out that much and you're eating your food, but then you've used up the ketchup? You need
Right?
to add more.
Well, what if you
What's wrong
only
with
make
that?
so much money every month and you spend it on a bunch of stuff up front, not realizing that you only make that much money? It doesn't last later. Again, this is a life lesson of having to live within your means. You give yourself X. You started the exam. You get to pick what
live
X amount
within my
is.
means because I've got a whole bottle of ketchup and I only use what I need on the plate as I'm eating.
I don't know why
And
you're
there is
fighting this so
rarely
hard. Again, like I
leftover
said,
ketchup.
this was like a personal
we?
mental wellness, like thought exercise kind of idea. And it's just you again, you get to dictate the starting amount. I'm not saying there's an amount that's too little or too much.
Right.
I'm saying
But what
you
if I
dictate
didn't give myself enough when I started?
that
I've gotta
teaches
add
you either
more.
A, need to learn how to work better with what you have, or B, you need to assess your needs better before you start. But one of those two things needs to happen because you didn't get the
or-
math right.
Or I put a little bit on my plate, and if I need more, I add a little bit more. And that way I don't have a huge pile of ketchup of which I've used very little.
And it was today that I learned that I'm in hell living with all these goddamn heathens. $2 from Balls Deep. Barbecue sauce is for closers. Closers get barbecue sauce. Thank you for that. Oh, so that makes 5 now. So now I got to take the 5 off the goal. Thank you very much. We're down to $5 for Wednesday's goal already. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Where's the here you go.
I just call it a little bowl, nothing fancy, says Rusty.
That's what we called it in the fucking restaurant industry. They were always ramekins.
They're ramekins. Yeah,
Ramekins.
Yeah.
That's,
in the restaurant, they're ramekins.
like I would be like when I serve like say a French dip or whatever like sandwich, I'd have to serve it with a ramekin of au jus.
Right. And see, that makes sense because au jus is runny like water, so you need to keep it in a bowl.
Right.
Other things like barbecue sauce and ketchup, they're not runny, so you can.
Yeah,
just
but
put
I mean
them
that, like,
directly
for
onto the
example, at
plate
that
and it's not
restaurant,
gonna-
At that restaurant, when you ordered like, a side of fries with some ketchup, they gave you a little blue plastic ramekin with the ketchup. They didn't put it on the plate.
Yeah, but it was never enough, so they stopped doing that and they started just putting.
No, they
bottles
still
of
they'll
ketchup on
they'll,
the
they'll go
table.
get you. They'll go get you some more.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Most
depending on the
places like that.
restaurant. Like not
different
all
rest-
restaurants keep the ketchup up front because one, you got kids that make a mess with shit. Two, you got people that pull stupid stuff. So some of them do it differently. But
Okay.
again,
maybe I'm not eating at the nicer places that you.
it was a McCormick's. Let's not
Okay.
hoity-toity.
Like,
Let's
last
not.
time I ate out, it was Don Cherry's.
Last time you ate out, she said she was single. No, but like I said, it was just an upper hotel restaurant. We were upstairs. The main big
Okay.
fancy one was downstairs. But that's just the way they did it there. Maybe other places leave the ketchup on the table. But like I said, the ramekin's a
Like I
thing.
said, it was Don Cherry's, so yeah.
And-
it was not the fancy
And
dancy
then like you
place, but-
give a big middle-sized ramekin of au jus for the dip, so they can dip the sandwich in it. What?
Oh,
What about
it's O jus.
No, it's au jus. I've seen it spelled. It's with
No,
an A.
it's not.
Why can't any
AU
of
is
you guys
O.
read? Seriously.
You're not reading it in French is the problem. It's written in French. You need to read it in
AJUS.
French.
If I read it in English, I'd be just. No, it's au jus. We understand the au jus part, but again, it's an A.
Oh,
No,
oh,
ah,
oh,
ah,
oh.
Now someone's gonna use that to AI to make it sound like we're doing sex shit on there. Someone's gonna clip our show from last week. Someone's gonna clip our show from last week, and it's gonna start out with and then they're just like, I'm coming, and that's not great. Thanks a lot for that. That's gonna be horrible. Sounds like passive aggressively limiting my ketchup use.
Right?
Again,
That's what I'm
Rexstart parody. It's about being in touch with yourself. It's not about limiting anything. Because again, at the start of the exercise, you get to dictate what the appropriate level of ketchup is. The idea is understanding yourself enough to know what you're going to need to get through the pile of food you're about to eat, ketchup-wise.
But I would rather pour a little bit too little and I have to add more than to pour too much.
And put it back in the bottle? Yeah, it's always a huge pain in the ass to do that.
No.
You got to sit there all night with a funnel.
You put it in the empty bottle.
Do you sieve your return ketchup? Do you sieve your return ketchup out when you put it in, or you make sure to get all the little foodie bits that are in it? No.
No, that goes into a separate jar for like barbecue sauce. Once it's been out of the ketchup thing, yeah. If we save it, we put it into a separate jar.
Again, I don't know how this is where
shitting the whole thing.
This is where the really hard overestimating means you are using your eyes are bigger than your appetite, and you need to learn to curtail these behaviors. And again, my viewpoint is you don't use this as a behavior of like, oh, this is what I need to do to be better in life. No, this is what I need to do to learn there are some issues I can be better at, and we can use that.
But I don't feel that I have personal issues just because I like to put ketchup on the plate and then
No, it's not a sign of a personal issue. No, you don't understand.
If I need.
I'm not saying that's a sign of a personal issue. I'm saying if you attempt to do this as a way to understand yourself better, you can use these signs to see what things you need to work on. You're just choosing to put the ketchup on the plate because you want to put the ketchup on. You're not thinking about it any deeper than that.
I'm lazy and,
you're
just I don't want to wash a separate dish.
Right. But again, that means there's probably some other areas that maybe you're a little lazy in and you should work a little harder. I don't know. Why are you getting on my dick? Barbecue sauce for closing.
Think that
I'm siding with the Canuck on this one, says Balls Deep. And Balls Deep also wants to know, does the au jus float?
Au jus.
What about? But does it doesn't float?
I don't think so. It's liquid.
Okay.
It would just mix. Sorry, John, I'm on Digger's side here. Less is more, especially when it comes to raw honey and real maple syrup. That shit doesn't get rinsed down the drain, right? You put a little bit on the plate. If you need more, you take a little more. You don't just slob a bunch on there. And
again, you make it sound like I'm going to return with a container ass loads full of. 9 times out of 10, I run out of sauce. I just don't re-up.
Oh, see, and that's just weird. If you need more sauce, get a little more sauce.
No, I rub the last of it off the plate, and then I go without sauce for the rest of it. And you know why I go without sauce? Because it helps me learn that, sometimes you have to realize not everything lasts forever. Things are limited. You can't always just go get more. And you know what? If you can help
I've learned
work
that
on
lesson.
Yeah, but if you
I don't need to do it with my ketchup. So I wish I never run out of ketchup. There's always a backup in the pantry.
I can't wait until the hot honey phase is over. I'm sick of hot honey everything. I haven't gotten into the hot honey thing. Like, I don't do hot honey. So we have that. I have that going for me, at least.
Extra sauce is sexy.
Extra sauce is sexy. You're super sexy when you have extra sauce. Like, oh my God, there's so much sauce. It's brimming over the edge. Oh my God. Look, there's sauce everywhere. Oh my God. All right, so let's find out what's going on. What's going on here? This is a clip that was sent to us by Balls Deep, and Balls Deep's been very charitable today. So we'll go ahead and give this a quick play. I don't even know what this is from. Let's find out. I'm worried.
Shut up and sleep with me.
Wrong button.
Did he send us that? That's our intro there, bud.
Helps if you unmute it,
that
asshole.
Sound helps better too.
Yeah.
We are so dumb. I love it.
It was an episode of the Muppets that just happened in front of everybody right now. We just reenacted a Muppet skit, and we didn't try to. Derp
Oh.
says wild saffron.
Yeah, that's it.
You're not pouring it out properly. Take your time. I don't know what we're talking about. You're not pouring it out properly. I don't understand. All right, so let's go ahead and close that one out there. Thank
That is
you.
a bit of a fire. Dumpster fire.
All right.
We're all retarded as you being the doers and us being the watchers. Fair enough. Thank you.
Yep,
King
we're all
Kong.
equal on that.
We're all
but-
equally dumb.
guys, everybody's dumb.
That's
Don't-
why farting in the minibus is somebody farting in the minibus. It's so funny every time. It's because we're all children and it works.
Help me
You got to play
think.
that one for your mama. Oh, hello. There's a kitty in your.
I'm not playing that one for my mom. She will not understand somebody farted on the bus.
farted in the minibus. You don't think she'd appreciate that?
No,
I
plus
think my mom would get
she's
that.
driven a bus before, which means like I'm gonna get a really
Oh.
weird story about someone dropping ass or God knows what on a bus, and I'm like, I
This
don't want.
reminds me of the time that.
No,
Yeah.
when people fart in those little buses, it's really bad. Like I don't want to know that, Mom. I don't want to know.
Yeah. Yeah. My little handy dart. It can, yeah.
It can get awful
Got
raunchy
someone-
in there.
It can get rotten if you got someone in there who's got a rotten bum problem. Yeah.
Oh, someone's got some stank ass. You guys can't crack a
Yeah.
window. Not even like the emergency escape window?
Bus.
Like, dude, if
No.
it stinks bad enough, I'm pulling the escape lever and I'm pushing the window hatch that's supposed to be able to
Oh,
push
no.
out. And that thing's falling and shattering on the ground. Alarms are going off. People are like, God, why? But because it fucking reeks in here and I need some air.
Oh, Rex Dart Parody says, well, they don't have AC, just a little
Last
fan
time
by
I
the
checked,
driver.
we don't
No,
have
our
a whole lot
handy
of songs
darts
that feature the
have
cowbell.
AC.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
King Kong Dog. This reminds me of the kids with Down syndrome that shit on the step when we dropped them off. Like, no, yeah, I don't want that story from my mom. Like, and like, keep in mind, like, I just recently spent time with my mom and my father and my family and all them at Easter dinner and stuff. Like, that's not. I don't want that conversation happening. Like, we had the lemon.
Joy.
Thank you very
I
much
love
for the
that.
100 bits, Lab Glass, with that, and the
Labby.
and
And
the
the
gifted
56
sub
month
over on
subscription.
there on Twitch saying, "Suck it, Trebek.
Nice.
I'll begin
I'll
with
take
swords.
anal bum covers for 1,000.
I'll begin with swords. That is not swords. That is S words. Saber. No, I have yet to. It began with a bloody ash. I'll see you in hell, Trebek. All right. Anyways, thank you, Lab Glass, for that.
I loved the anal bum covers. That was always my favorite.
I really feel like it's if you don't get to hear those are not. That's not as much fun.
I heard that one. It was awesome.
That one was weird. That was very weird. The fucking chicken cavalry charge is really strange. All right, thank you, Lab Glass. Tier 1 sub, subscribe for over 56 months. Cowbell going out now for Lab Glass. Moo. Thank you very, very much. Are you okay there? Are you all right?
Be fine.
Ah.
See, now I can't hear that one. Thankfully, I know now what it sounds like.
Oh, yeah. Digital chicken dance. I gotta go find my 3M double side stick things later, and I'm gonna attach that goddamn fucking wireless router. Or wireless USB extender. It's a pain in the booty hole. No text to speech sad. I don't control that. It's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. I've changed 0 settings. It works when it wants to. It's a very fickle program. So either way, Ghost of Balls Deep. I don't always fart on the short bus, but when I
Tier
do,
100, I don't always fart on the short bus, but when I do, I blame it on the downsiest one. Ghost _of_Bulls Deep cheered 100 bits.
We're
I
now
like that they were able to say downsiest.
we're now 5 minutes away from a hype train. If you want to launch a hype train on Twitch, now is the time. If you want to throw in a sub or bits or whatever, it all goes towards the hype train. We appreciate it very, very much. We got 4.5 minutes to launch that thing. We still haven't started our stories yet. We've got a bunch of stuff to get into.
No,
We're gonna I planned it to be in the beginning of the show because I didn't want it to be that big a deal. But we're gonna touch base on the Artemis 2 crew and how they're doing. On what is either the most historic. The what?
The Artemis Toot.
No. The Artemis 2 crew. Again, what is either the most historic mission in human history or, depending on how you look at it, the newest and greatest hoax in a long line of, you really believe we get to go into space?
Hoaxes.
You really believe we're allowed to leave the planet like that? You really think that there's a porous non-solid surface that's like a giant glass wall locking us in there? You really think that, huh? Oh. That's weird. You know you're wrong, right? That's what the anti-argument is. It's all fake. They're doing it in studios, CGI. It's fake as shit. Matrix effects. Hollywood producers wag the dog. None of it's real. And I'm like, I want to believe that it's real. Well, then you're a pleb and you're fag.
Cheer
What's wrong with you?
100. There's a lot of farting on Artemis Toot. LAB Glass Projects cheered 100 bits.
Thank you for the 100 bits.
You're
We have
not
3
wrong.
minutes to launch that hype train.
They had to fix their toilet.
On
There
what
were
I'm
so
now going to
many
call the
toots on
Artemis
there.
Toot hype train. This would be the Artemis Toot hype train. You Toot can be on the Artemis Toot hype train. Let us do it. All we have to do is kick it off on Twitch. So yes, 100 bits left to go from someone other than Labglass and Ghost, and then we launch that. We have 3 minutes for that. I've got the stories. Like I said, Artemis 2 is in the beginning just because I wanted to kind of quick hit on hey, this is where it's at. And we'll talk about what's going on with that. We'll get into it in a second. We've got some things on Title IX. We've got Boston making an ass of themselves. We've got a thing about the Dodgers. We've got some stuff with Michigan truck driver and everything. And it's just fun stuff. And then we'll end with the chicken coop stabbing, which again, woman wanted after chicken coop stabbing. You assume
woman wanted after chicken coop stabbing. The way it's worded in my mind, where I
Because
can
you're
have
a
all sorts
tard.
of fun with it.
that's the tardest thing ever. Is we arrested her for stabbing a chicken coop. Nobody
But
does
the way
that.
it's worded, it has so many different potential
Space
outcomes
is a
from
premium,
that
and
one
they knew.
sentence. I love it.
I'm sorry, space is a premium, and they never thought anyone in their wildest dreams would believe someone got arrested for stabbing a coop.
I'm
no,
not
Was you-
believing that.
When I
I'm
came
saying
across,
it's
Your
fun to
Honor,
think
when I
about
came
because
across the
it's framed
suspect,
properly.
they were belligerent, they were resisting arrest, and they were stabbing the shit out of a chicken coop. How many chickens were harmed? There were no chickens in the coop, Your Honor.
no,
Far
you
as I can
stab in
tell,
the coop.
the thing hasn't even been in use for years. But this crazy fucker was just stabbing it like it's nobody's business. So,
See,
so
is that not a fun? Isn't that a fun
Did you
story that
talk
could
to
come
the-
out of that same headline?
did you talk to the
it
owner
was so
of the
cool.
residence to see how they felt about the destruction of their property? Can't do it, Your Honor, because this quack here is the owner of the residence. So you arrested this person for stabbing their own chicken coop. Thank you for wasting my time. It wouldn't make if
Do
it
you
made
see how
news.
much fun that was? Just because they so poorly
that
worded
wouldn't
the headline.
That wouldn't
English
make
matters,
news.
grammar matters.
Cheer 100,
And when
but what was the
people do
chicken
bad-
coop wearing? Ghost underscore of underscore Bulls Deep cheered 100 bits.
2.5 minutes to launch this hype train. If one more person jumps in, it kicks off. Otherwise, we're going to end here with Balls Deeps and
Thank you, remember.
and Lab Blast's efforts going unrewarded. But thank you very much for the two of you for trying to do it. We appreciate that very much. Thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate. Yeah, again, I can understand where you go that way with it, but you went with it that way,
fun.
realistically, you assumed that was reality. And I'm like, it's okay to have that kind of my brain
Pardon me.
pictures it that way, but you have to know realistically, the news isn't going to pick up a story
course.
and write a headline for some wackadoo asshole stabbing his chicken coop.
Of course. Of
So
course
it's-
not.
It's just
But
weird that you got hung
the
up
way
on it.
it's so poorly worded, I love
Right, but-
it's the poor wording is what I got hung up on.
Right,
It's
but
all
you
the
came at
different
me with the
potential
like
scenarios.
you
that
you
could
came at me
have
with like
because
yeah,
that
but
was written wrong.
so they did this. You came at me with all of the crazy scenarios first. Like so this happened, and it's like no, that's
well,
not.
because we know what really happened. So I was going for the funnier ones first.
All right. Anyways, thank you for the turtle pant
Salty.
lab glass. That puts us back at 3 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm never gonna escape this fucking hype train. It's just gonna be the hype train that never launched for the rest of the fucking show. The Artemis Toot hype train. Do you know what it is? The Artemis Toot hype train is a fucking grower, not a shower. Just putzing right along. Thank you very much, Jesse,
Artemis
saying hi,
Juice
guys.
mission?
Good to see you.
I like
Justice
that.
for the coop. Look, we'll get to the chicken coop story in a minute. Let's get the Artemis 2 thing out of the way quick. This is gonna. I'm sharing this, not that it's like mind blowing. What?
Sorry, Alan. Alan on Rumble says, just start the fucking story, you fucktards.
Rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies.
Just start the story, he says. You see, why would I have waited? It's like I put it up and these assholes waited on purpose.
Wah-hey! Here it comes, here it comes. Here comes the train today. Here comes the train!
All right, the Artemis Toot hype train, 25%, 4.5 minutes. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks,
That'd
guys.
be,
Oh, I love it. Fartimus Toot. Poop lives matter.
just start the story, you tards. I don't know. It's like if I try to start the story, they start. I just wanted to finish one fucking thing first. I'm sorry.
Those are cute.
I'm glad you're enjoying them. I'm glad
Those
you're
are very
enjoying them.
cute. I like that the one wags at you,
So
waves at you.
this hype train is now 37%. Thank you very much. 3.5 minutes to go. Thank you so much. Fettuccine El Poo with the bunny ears.
Look at all the ears.
Lab glass with the bunny eggs, and then Fettuccine El Poo earlier with the chicken charge sticker. And now Digger's got a wiener
Now I'm
mustache.
sniffing wiener.
Oh yeah, she's sniffing. wiener.
I'm huffing wiener over here.
Oh, it's just a good wiener to huff. Here it is. You know your judo well. This is the sticker that got me on the penis, people. What is the charge? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
I'm glad you guys introduced me to that.
This
'cause that guy was
is
awesome.
Democracy Manifest. Notice the headlock. That guy is great. I love that guy. And that arrest is
Yeah.
amazing. But yeah, no, is the snowball still here? I'd imagine. I don't think they take any of the stickers off. I've never heard that any of them rotate or get removed. They always add new ones.
Yeah.
It's one of these things where they add so many new ones so frequently that I stopped trying to even keep up. Like, you get to have your own custom stickers. Like, I don't have all day to make new stickers. And half the time, anything I can come up with is fucking cardboard shit compared to what the rest of our Nugget Army sticker looks like flat dog garbage.
I don't know. It
But you
looks
know
like
why?
a nugget.
You know why it looks like dog garbage? Because I fucking made it. That's why it looks like dog garbage. The Deadpool sticker, the Deadpool sticker is the nicest one. And it took a lot of time to get that to come out so nice. And the only reason it did is because it was Deadpool and I'm a fucking pleb Mark. And I go, oh, I love Deadpool. So why is that funny?
Meanwhile, if you just spent that time doing it, spent the same amount of time and attention to everything you did, then maybe the nugget wouldn't look like crap.
No.
I mean, I think it looks fine, but
No, the nugget looks like crap because I had to draw it from start to finish. Like
Okay.
the Deadpool one, I modified to make it a sticker, and I got things done in ways of like I can't draw for shit, especially with a computer now. Like my hand is so fucking janky that my art skills are gone. It's sad.
Yeah.
That's why I got I've had to downgrade to coloring books. I need somebody to give me the lines to try and stay within, and then even then I have to hope I don't fucking jerk it, and when it's tiny spots.
Yeah. You
Really.
jerk it a lot, eh? That's the thing you do.
Well, I have a girlfriend who doesn't put out, so
I
I mean she has a good reason to, but
yeah.
doesn't put out, so that's the way it is. That's the way
so
it
you gotta
is.
jerk it a lot. Okay, fair
That's just the way it is.
enough.
All right, so we have this. We're gonna do this. Hype train looks like it's about to finish up there, which means we'll get to this story in just a second. Yeah, we got 27 seconds. This is what I mean though with this. The tweet for this clip is talking about Artemis 2 has entered this, that, and the other. They're gonna explain it in the audio part of the clip, but the video part of the clip looks like a really old, video of something flying towards the moon and us having that video image, any number of the unmanned missions we've sent, and so. It's one of those where I want to believe what we're doing is really happening, but you guys put enough, and I swear it's deliberate. You put enough shit in there to make me go, well,
Mm-hmm.
but the fact that we're talking about this historic moment about Artemis 2 entering a specific point of interaction with the moon and it meaning A, B, and C about their journey, all that stuff. That's all great. Why isn't any of this live footage or live feed from Artemis 2 approaching the moon? The fact that we have to pair it with another video makes me go, yeah, but anybody could make that on their computer, but why can't we have the real? It's happening now. Why can't? Anyways, so this is our, we're going to touch base on what's going on. It's only a minute long. It's not very long. We're going to touch base on what's recently happened with Artemis 2 over the Easter weekend and stuff.
Recently received confirmation that the Orion spacecraft and its crew have officially entered the lunar sphere of influence. That milestone taking place at a mission elapsed time of 4 days, 6 hours, 2 minutes, and 54 seconds into the Artemis 2 mission. By reaching this milestone, it means that the gravitational forces of the moon.
And maybe you can't tell from looking at it, but I can from this. This is just a still photo of the moon that we're zooming in on.
Yeah.
It's just a still photo of the moon that we are zooming in on. And it's okay, you guys, so at this time, when you've crossed this heroic milestone, at no point when you made this video with Mission Control bitches voice over it, nobody thought, hey, you know what would pair really great with that? We just see a forward-facing camera from the Orion spacecraft. We just see a just a sliver of the Orion, just a sliver of the Orion in the top left corner and the moon approaching. But we don't have that. Why?
No, which is weird. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Strange.
Because I'm going
I
to
would've
say, when
liked
I
to
saw
see
a
it.
lot of this kind of crap happening with the India space program, I called bullshit and said, yeah, you guys didn't really go to fucking space. And now people are like, no, India really landed a rover on the moon. And now I'm the asshole because, yeah, when it landed, let me guess, it said, thank you, come again. Oh, fuck you.
No, but there was a whole bunch of people hanging off the outside, and the inside was just stuffed full of people.
I'm being told there's a 7-Eleven now on the moon. I've been proven wrong.
I wouldn't be surprised. They work fast, those.
Jesus. Do
7-Eleven
you guys build
stores.
this shit too, or do you got a fucking fast number for some Mexicans on speed dial? I don't know. Either way, the point is space Mexicans. But the point is this whole thing. The reason I found it is because a link is oh, exciting times are happening, and follow the crew live as they pass through the dark side of the moon. And I'm all right, well, now I have questions. What are you going to do when you pass the dark side of the moon? Are you going to shine a light on it? Because there's a reason it's the dark side of the moon. It's on the side opposite the sun. You're not going to have anything to look at.
It's going to be a blacker spot within the black.
It's just going to be another black spot of stuff we don't see. So unless we're going to shine a light on it, but we can't, because if we do, they'll expose that side of the moon is battered and cratered, and that's where the Hive are. And they will destroy us all. Oh God, were you watching on Friday? Somebody made a Destiny joke, and
yes, and you didn't get it. Yeah.
And I hate myself so hard because I was literally wait a minute, which kind of alien? The thing is, and in my defense, the thing is that we've heard so many theories about aliens being involved in the moon and stuff. And there's two different types, and they're at war and whatever. different stuff,
Yeah.
different weird crackpot theories that you hear when you listen to somebody's like, no, I swear this is what's really going on. Like, none of us know anything, right? Well, there's a hologram over the sky, so you couldn't see it. Like, right. Like, that's where it gets weird for me with some of this stuff. Like, gravity well in Antarctica I could buy, but the people that are like, no, the Earth is flat and Antarctica's on the wall. It's like, all right, that one I can't buy. Like, that one, that's a lot harder to hide. We're on a giant saucer dish, and that's the middle.
That's the wall.
That's the middle, and that's so then what's the upper edge of the giant saucer dish? How do we not notice that the Arctic North or whatever isn't way bigger than it should be? Something shouldn't work out right. So like Antarctica at the bottom, so that's the edge, so that's where the wall is, and that's why when you go around, it's just you end up in the same spot in a wall. Like, okay, all right, and an vested interest in. So there's a vested interest in keeping us from knowing this. You know what really gets annoying to me with this is when I hear theories like this today, and I don't know where this theory has started when, but I hear theories like this today. I'm like, now you're just reciting the plot of fucking Dark World. Now you're just reciting the plot of the city that lives in eternal night with the aliens that are recycling people's brains to figure out a way to solve their own problem with their own mortality and dying race. Like, that's not really what's going on here, my friend. They will take a picture and a symbiote will come out and take over the spacecraft. I doubt that. Okay, I'm late. What did I miss? Well, Los Federales, you missed a lot of things. Me and Digger having a weird phonics fight was fun. She doesn't understand headlines. And then now we're talking about we had the Artemis Toot hype train that happened earlier. I believe that finished at like 34%, 35%. Thank you very, very much. So I've got a controlled burn I have to do myself. We're kind of playing through this clip, which I'm saying I love a lot of what I'm hearing about Artemis 2's crossing this threshold and all these advancements of humanity and whatever. But like I said, it's paired with a still photo of the moon, which makes me go, see, now like it's a little too easy for me to go, yeah, but are we really going to the moon though? Because like why wouldn't you just have footage? It doesn't have to be live footage at the moment, but like footage from around the time of this announcement of just facing the moon, like you're approaching the moon.
Rusty's saying
I've
his
seen
telescope
pictures
can
before.
zoom in better. Like his telescope from here can zoom in better than.
So he
this.
watches.
Oh yeah,
like,
you would think.
he watches the battles and like places bets. That's when it's nice when you can
That would be
you're
cool.
getting in on the betting. You know, you should see Stephen Smith's take on the moon, space water, and air scare the black man. He said. All right, I don't know. That's interesting. I might need to see that. Congressman says it's not aliens doing abductions. It's actually the feds getting DNA samples for hybrids. Billy Bob got anally probed from the feds with a device made in Taiwan. So, I don't know. Which congressman said this? I know there's a congressman who said, and maybe not even a congressman, someone recent, but I think it was a congressman who recently said something about, like, he knows, was it Matt Getz? Or, like, he was read into, like, human alien hybrids, like people are trying to hybridize with aliens, and apparently the humans being involved in this breeding process were not surviving.
Okay.
So it's interesting. I don't know. Weird stuff. Wacky, wacky, wild stuff.
I'm curious. Yeah, Matt Gates apparently is historically white, saying my labs, and Matt Gates was the one who was apparently read in that you're talking about. I want to know about my labs.
Yeah, Matt Gates is the one I think that was read in. It was saying that I literally thought they were just trolling or trying to rile people up. Nope. They are that fucking stupid. Who, the flat earthers? Either way, the whole flat earther argument is the only argument I could understand with why there's a vested conspiracy in keeping us from going to space. Like, if there's things about our existence outside this planet that like people on Earth don't want us to know, and they're hiding it, like, that's okay. But off of what I have to operate down here, that would be the only reason I could imagine. And even still, I don't think that's real. But with the case of the moon, we always see the same part of the moon facing us, so we don't really get to see the dark side of the moon. I'm curious what the dark side of the moon looks like. But if you're going to broadcast live on it, like I said, what are we going to just see a black screen? And now we're looking at the dark side of the moon. Yep, Houston, it is pretty,
It is, in fact, dark.
pretty dark.
Yep.
Can confirm dark side of the moon, not very bright. Send someone to space to get proof. Send everyone to space. Right.
There you go.
That would be
Send us all
hilarious.
up there.
That'd be hilarious if we were a first world society to the point where if you're a fucking annoying flat earther, we send you to space to watch the planet
To
spin.
figure it out yourself.
Like, all right, so see, there's America, there's all the continents. You know how you saw it on your globe? Now now hold on to your diaper, Steve, because this one's really gonna make you shit your pants. Watch it keep spinning. Oh, it just keeps spinning.
Wow. But wait.
And we're on this weird elliptical orbit, so hold on, it's gonna get even better because we're gonna be moving up slowly. So eventually, you can just watch the North Arctic Circle just spin perfectly, constantly, and it almost if it was facing a sun at a certain time of year, it would never set in that area. Strange, odd.
Yeah.
You know, and thank God, Steve, that we have the spacecraft, because if we got up here, we would have never been able to figure any of this shit out, especially with idiots like you so loudly proclaiming that we're full of shit. And then they get done with all that, and they just get him to, like, look in the camera and go, I'm a flat earther, and I admit I was wrong. And then they hit the surprise button that launches him into space. See you later, Steve. A one-way trip for you and your entire bloodline to space is available. Just admit you're a flat earther. Something that big cannot be geo-locked. Where is the math? Doesn't math. Cannot be geo-locked where it is. The math doesn't math. I'm just saying, have we ever seen the other side of the moon? Isn't this always the part we see? I don't know. I have a lot of questions, but like I said, well, along with those questions comes our official information sources that are supposed to give us the truth, give us the real thing. Thank you, COVID. You really fucking fumbled the ball on that one. But yeah, they pair this shit together. I don't
now
believe
greater on the Orion spacecraft than that of Earth.
I'd also like to share that we noticed we entered the lunar sphere of influence about an hour ago, and sure enough, we are now falling to the moon rather than rising away from Earth. It is an amazing milestone.
And we're going to give it to you with a static photo.
Mm-hmm. I am just going to pop off camera briefly for a refill.
MSO
My
says
cup is
wheelchairs on the
empty.
moon. I wonder if I could walk on the moon.
Oh.
If it's a sixth of gravity, might be easier to lift my legs. But then by the time I get there, and then I won't be able to move when we get back because I'll lose all my
And
strength.
then you'd be hooped when you got back.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you better just keep your feet on the ground down here. Unfortunately.
Earth
don't
should
think
block more
astronaut-
from this side. I don't know, man. I don't understand. Every time I assume I know what's going on, especially in regards to space, I find out I'm wrong. So I'm not gonna make any more assumptions. I literally thought they were just trolling. All right, so someone just wants to aliens. I mean, Alan, they're called border jumpers. Be respectful. I work on the radio transmitter sites from time to time. One of the companies has a genius technician that was requested to spend 6 months in Antarctica building interstellar comm transmitters. But like interstellar comm transmitters for us or for the aliens? Balls deep unless we hit the moon when it arrived. I feel like the moon probably got hit by a lot of shit. I thought it's our... isn't it supposed to be really messed up on the other side because the other side's the one that keeps getting continually bombarded with asteroids and shit? Which also, wouldn't that mean the dark side of the moon is like resource
More
rich?
bomb- Or
Like you're gonna have different resources in these asteroids when they hit. They're not all just gonna be junk. I don't know.
well, yeah, there's I can't remember one of our planets in our solar system or area of the universe is actually got diamonds in it. Like part of its core is
Like a
is
girl's
diamond.
best friend.
Yeah.
Great.
Yep.
The other side is allegedly less impact cratered. See, that's where balls deep. I have trouble believing that. The
Yeah, that
other
doesn't make
side is
sense.
less impact cratered. So you're talking about the outward facing shield side of the moon, the thing that's probably eaten more asteroids than the part that faces that.
Than anything else.
See what
Yeah.
I mean, though, where it's like I feel like I'm being gaslit. They give me just enough to believe, but also way more than enough to doubt. And it's like,
Doubt,
O or
yeah.
X, pick a button, and I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. A certain group of people that starts with a J and ends with an EW belong on the dark side of the moon. I don't know if I believe that, balls deep. The far side is where the machine elves live. Oh, I'd love to meet the machine elves inside the back rooms. Okay. They tell me the smarts and trick the stupids. Oh, they tell the smarts and trick the stupids. I'm sorry, that bleeded together. We need to go to Uranus. I feel like if we're just working on getting to
Lab
Mars,
really
Uranus
wants to go
is.
to Uranus.
Yeah, I know. It's almost where
Labby's been wanting to do that. for a
finally got
while.
past the YouTube. King Kong Dong has been treating the YouTube censorship like a
Yes.
like a high level infrastructure.
Challenge.
Like he's hacking
It's
it
a
like it's the
Yeah.
the Department of Defense. Like I got to break through their firewall so I can finally get it to say Jew. Like all right, all right, buddy, hold on. Realize
Uranus
that
has a thin ring.
your efforts, while in vain, yield no gain. But people have noticed, and not people you want watching. The moon spurn like Earth. The moon. I spun. I don't know why I saw an R
Spun.
there. It's the background that blends with the white letters. The moon spun like Earth millions of years, but it has slowed to what the rotation is today. So then we just constantly see, but how come we never see different, like the picture of the moon always looks like the picture of the moon. It always seems like here it is. YouTube censorship is worse than trying to talk to HR. Well, I mean, it depends what you're trying to get through it. Alan's saying it's where the space Nazis are in the dark side of the moon.
Oh, okay.
The space Nazis are there. Should easily prove the shape of Earth, says Finette. I'll never live that one down. You make a
Fanatical
mistake.
Bucks fan. He also said, can't wait for the iPhone footage from the Artemis crew. That's true. I can't wait to see the personal footage that these folks have recorded on their own cell phones or tablets or what have you. That's what I want to see. Because in today's day and age and technology, they could quite easily hit record on their cell phone while pointing it out a window on the Artemis. So, in theory, we shouldn't have to look at, still photos, still black and white photos of the moon. Taken. who
There's
knows when.
our first controlled bird.
Yay.
I say first because it happened early enough that I actually have to be legit worried. But at the end of the show, they try and do it again. I would hope they don't get to bring their fucking phone. Like,
Why not?
I don't know, because
So
I
we-
would feel like for the world as a whole, I'd want to punch a sack of kittens or something if we were sitting there doing like, and we're live with the Artemis crew, and all of a sudden, oh, I'm sorry, this is my boyfriend. Quick, like, and they had to take the call.
Well, obviously, I don't think it would be able to receive phone calls. that
Notice
far
how I
out.
immediately assumed the one who would drop what she's doing to answer a personal
the-
phone call was the woman. But
Yeah.
if you're not going to receive signal and you can't use it, why are you bringing the thing? It's a 10-day trip. Battery power on a phone, even if you don't really use it, doesn't last that long. Like,
Okay, well then why don't they have recorders of some sort that they can use and point out the window so that those of us stuck here on the ground can look and see what they're seeing out the window.
well, they
It just-
supposedly have that
it-
stuff. We never get to use or
Where?
see any of it.
We never get to see any of
Because
it. Yeah,
it's
so
top
they
secret and
Can say
it's
they
done.
have whatever they want to say they have.
Well,
I've got
that's-
a million
well,
bucks.
no,
neener, neener.
Well, no, but my point is it gets released later. It
have
gets
to prove
released
it.
later after it's gone through filters. They've made sure it's safe to release. Again, this is part of that. They set it up in such a way that like you could believe them if you want to, but you're completely within your rights to go, they're fucking pulling shit on us, and you guys are just going along to get along. Because again, like you said, especially in this day and age, we should be able to see a live feed, but we don't, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because for the first couple of days they were in Earth's orbit, so we should be able to have a live feed. Supposedly, like I said when we covered the interview part, the interview's a live feed, but then it suddenly shifted in one part where there was clearly a chunk of time they cut out. And it's just, oh, no, this is all live. It's live. It's live and in person.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Welcome to the United States government, Digger, says King Kong Dog.
Yeah, fair enough.
Rexstar Perry says, look, the moon is interesting and all, but you still have to get your royal match points in to get the special avatar frame. I just I did a lot of last word quests. I think there was a couple of them. I remember one of the last word requirements. I think it was Destiny 2. You had to do a fucking mission on the moon where you had to hip shoot people real fast, and it's fucking pain in the booty hole. But I love that pistol. No shovels on the moon, says MSO. Well, what are you gonna dig for? There's already craters everywhere. You're gonna make more holes? What are you, a dick?
Well, how are we supposed to lay the foundations of these, if the space...
You're Canadian. I'll answer that very succinctly. You're not. We're not. You guys...
How do we anchor these buildings?
We're not letting you
that are going
spread...
to create a moon base. What are we going to do? How are we going to make it
you actually,
stay on the ground?
You don't, Digger, this is kind of like the floating argument. You're really setting yourself up here. Things don't drift off the moon. It just has less gravity.
No, I understand that. I'm not saying it's going to drift off the moon.
It's not
but
gonna...
you have to anchor a building.
Do you?
Don't you?
I mean, like, people usually build foundations into the ground. So in that regard, it's anchored, but it's not like you have like wires, like tie down wires everywhere. Like you do it with camps.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Foundation.
No, but hold on. You're not listening. You do it with camps, like when you set up a tent, but that's because of wind and things like that.
Yeah, but just the vibrations of people walking around in it, or moving things, or machinery clanking and stuff like that. You need to anchor it somewhat to the ground. That's
That doesn't necessarily mean a shovel, though.
I never said anything about a shovel.
This whole conversation started with shovels, and people needed shovels, and you said, how are you going to anchor your buildings and build your foundations without a shovel? And then I was saying you guys weren't, because you aren't going to build any foundations.
Well, we can't, yeah.
Well,
yeah,
no, we're not going to
I'm just saying, in general, how do you've got to anchor a building.
I don't, you know what? This is a stupid, since we can't apparently agree on how we got to the start of this is a stupid fight to have. Just saying.
Yeah. I should probably do another dab is what I should do.
Oh, that'll help. Johnny's Exotic Moon Meats. There's no moon meats. Digger, you're not part of the we yet. You're still a Canadian human. Right? Like I said, King Kong Dog. She's not aware because it's not widely known by their kind that we won't allow them to propagate beyond the borders of this earth, preferably outside of the borders of Canada. I'm getting by on a technicality by saying I'm not propagating. I'm just practicing. She is correct. Enough energy, the base or landing pad will move from the ships. I'm not saying it won't move.
It needs to be anchored somehow is all I'm saying.
And I'm saying the way you implied anchoring it, needing like somehow they were going to float away.
You're going to need something to dig a hole.
Again, this is a stupid argument to get in since you don't believe the part about how the shovels started. It doesn't matter.
I think you're right. The shovel did start it. I was just...
Again, it's not worth continuing to go over, is what I'm saying.
Just...
Jesus. Yeah, we're halfway through the second hour. I'm like, I don't know if we need to fight through this. We've literally only done one story today. Like, we've brought up and talked about the thing King Kong Dong mentioned, didn't we? The Germany thing? I don't think we did, actually.
We haven't done anything. We've just done the moon.
Did the moon? Where's...
We've talked about...
Oh, it's because it was New York Times. That's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I can't do the New York Times one. I got to do... I gotta do something else. 3, 2.
All right. Well, I'm learning.
All right.
Yeah. So apparently, yeah, they just wouldn't allow us to see it anyways, even if they were recording from inside the Artemis.
All right.
I'm being told.
Yeah, they wouldn't allow us to learn anything. That's like I said, the videos that we get are so filtered, structured, and shared. There's no way anything in real time is happening, regardless of what they have available to them for real time, which is part of the, again, I feel gaslit because it's like we have the ability to do this, but we don't. And then what you give me can be so clearly faked, manufactured, or just be used to. Oh, this is about Dino Nuggets. I don't give a shit about Dino Nuggets. All right, so I won't bother with this news story thing for that. I have a different link about King Kong Dong's article, but I don't do.
Okay.
I don't do the times. We'll get into that. We have a couple Easter things to cover. Thank you. That poor guy went through the ringer he didn't deserve. I don't know. But I hope things work out for Patrick. I hope so. So this is the story that King Kong Dong linked us out of Germany from Easter. So yesterday, Easter Sunday, 3 people, including a 10-month-old girl, oh my God, were killed Sunday when high winds toppled a tree in northern Germany during an Easter egg hunt. Around 50 people from a nearby residential facility for new mothers, pregnant women, and children were attending an event in the woods near the town of Stuttholm around 11 a.m. when a 30-meter or 100-foot tall tree fell on the ground, police said in a statement. 4 people were pinned under the tree. A 21-year-old woman, 16-year-old girl were treated by first responders but died at the scene, and a woman's 10-month-old daughter died later in the hospital. An 18-year-old woman suffered serious injuries and was brought to the hospital by a helicopter. The facility is part of a state-funded child welfare system and supports pregnant women and new mothers who need help, according to its website. Pictures from the scene published by the Bild news site showed several Easter eggs scattered around the ground and 2 of the victims covered with sheets. Yeah, I really don't want to show anything. They don't have any pictures here to show.
So it was a windstorm?
I'm guessing they don't say anything about the winds. The area had been under high wind warning from German weather service, but we don't get a list of how high the winds were. Government officials from Schleswig-Holstein region, where the facility was located, said they were deeply shaken by the incident. And then we've got a generic boilerplate thoughts and prayers for those in mourning. Jesus told them no. He said, "Yep, I'm not going to have you celebrate all these pagan symbols in my name. Not going to have you engage in celebrating me on what is traditionally pagan fertility rite times, and we so conveniently happen to have a holiday that overlaps. But all these bunnies and chickens and eggs and signs of fertility and new life stuff, I don't." That's one that never made sense to me. So it's like Easter is your guys' holiday, but you just completely ignore the fact that like none of these symbols are deeply Christian. It's strange. It's strange. You know what?
I was a teenager before I realized that Easter had anything to do with anything biblical. I had no idea. I thought it was just another reason for the family to get together for meals, which my family didn't do, so it didn't really matter.
Yay, drugs.
I had no idea.
I don't know. I didn't celebrate Easter a lot growing up. My family isn't deeply religious.
We never did.
I find my parents celebrating Easter more now in the sense that like my mom will make a dinner and a meal, and I think it's just my parents want us to visit.
Fair enough.
It's just not as easy as it used to be. So I really can't believe we're already an hour and a half into the show. I am going to say I just do not feel awesome after that. Like I still feel groggy and blah. This better wear off. Like they warp everything. Who's they? I don't know who they is. Today is a national holiday in the UK. Nobody at work today. Oh, nice for you.
Okay.
The Haji
That's okay,
simulates a pagan ritual circling a rock. I have no idea. That could be. I don't know. I'm just saying I always found it funny where it's like these are so overt. Anyways, yeah, to celebrate a guy rising from the grave. Look, chocolate bunnies. What?
I can't see the correlation.
I don't either. It's just it feels like this weird
And,
like
and at what point did the bunnies start having eggs? Was
Right,
the
like-
weird one. Like when I was a child, that was the one that bothered me. Bunnies don't have eggs.
I love the idea that when I just love the idea that like when chickens have eggs, they're hard white shells and there's a source of protein inside of the breakfast food, eggs, whatever. But when bunnies lay eggs, they're chocolate shells with magical doses of caramel in there. And I loved how that's not in any way something misleading that a little child could think that rabbit poop contains a treat. And just don't do it. Don't do it. Because like rabbit pellets, like they're not specifically egg shaped, but they're just these little balls. Like no, let's not encourage.
Yeah.
But I do always enjoy the fact that they get the rabbit moving his little snout, and they got the chicken buck 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 like for the Cadbury egg. And I won't deny I'm a fucking Cadbury egg fiend. I love those things. South Park did an
I
episode
do like those.
on eaters' symbols being fucked up. Symbols to celebrate the rise of Jesus. I don't know enough about any of those religions to say whether that's right or wrong. I just like again from just
Yeah, the Catholics usurped a lot of different stuff.
yeah, and just from a journeyman or not even journeyman from a would it be a plebs perspective. I'm looking at this like, hey, so I know Christian and Catholic symbols, the sign of the cross, particularly in Catholicism, Jesus needs to be on the cross or it loses a lot of its imagery. Like the suffering of Jesus on the cross is actually kind of a part of the symbolism because you're supposed to understand this man suffered and died for your sins to forgive you. And that's the whole thing. From what I understand, again, completely outside view. But like, how do we get a bunny out of that?
I don't know.
Or an egg.
Wild Saffron is saying the Easter Bunny is symbolic like the Cabbage Patch Kids, foil hat wisdom. So now I'm wondering.
My daughter thinks the
Yeah.
Easter Bunny is somebody who speaks in riddles and hides treats in places. Because that's what she has. The Easter Bunny is her pen pal who writes her once a year with a, hey, bet you can't find all this stuff. And she figures out in the morning every year, oh, yeah, I can. And she does. And she has all her stuff. I'm going to have to start really getting... I'm gonna have to start getting serious on those. Like, and the weird part is this year in particular, when I scheduled and put that all together for her, we've been watching The Devil's Plan, which is a game show with like
it's
brain
fun, yeah.
teasers and stuff. And now I'm like,
Yeah.
so now I'm like, I got to come up with like some way that like she's gonna have to solve a Rubik's Cube and do this other stuff. Decipher the magical code. Each card is a number, and all right. The rabbit and egg are symbols of
Yeah.
certain pagan goddesses, whom represents spring. Yeah. I believe that is Ostara. Thank you. 200 points. And the symbol of it's the symbol in time of pagan fertility. The summer solstice, if I'm not mistaken. No.
Oh, okay. No,
Summer
no, no.
solstice
I've
is
got
way
it
off.
here. People are only now just learning about the Easter Bunny. He may have pagan origins. You think? Maybe he does. Oh shoot, where did it go?
This is
Damn
great.
it, I should have just stuck on the thing. 'Cause it was I could read it. Easter was a Roman holiday, and Herod was a Roman appointed king who was observing a Roman holiday called Easter, or Oster, Eostre, which is probably where you get your
Ostara.
yeah, Ostara, based on the Anglo-Saxon goddess of spring, Eoster, or probably it's just different spellings. It's Old English spelling, whose consort was a hare. So
So let me
apparently-
get this straight. The Easter Bunny is running around laying big dick to the goddess of fertility and then crapping out chocolate eggs for children. This is fucked up. Pagans are weird, man.
Right?
Damn, like, and you guys didn't have drugs and LSD and acid. Y'all just did it just for the fun of it. Like, wow. That's some imaginative shit. You know what? I'm gonna start feeling less bad about Christian religions. At least they don't have rabbits banging chicks. That's
Yeah, no,
getting-
Easter it was a hare, not a rabbit.
Oh, that makes
So
it better.
yeah, she was banging a rabbit, or she was banging a hare, not a rabbit.
Oh, that
So,
again, potato. It's like
yeah.
saying that's like saying, well, she was effing a horse. Well, a Clydesdale, like a bigger horse. Okay. At any rate,
Yeah.
so yeah, no.
Yeah.
So she had
Yeah.
she has her fun little convos with the bunny, and he again puts all sorts of fun. So I get to enjoy every morning of that holiday, listening to her little feet thunder through the house as she figures out where to go for all the stuff. So she has a very fun time, and I felt that was kind of sheltered. And then we start the show sort of because we're already like coming up on halfway point or over the halfway point of the second hour. But like we do that story where 3 people are killed during Easter egg hunt. I'm like, maybe it's nice. Maybe it's nice that we know the candy's safe, the environment's safe, and she gets to run around like a little maniac. Maybe I kind of like that. You know what? I'm not going to criticize.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Rexstar Parody says, makes you rethink the old expression, having a wild hair up your ass. Oh, yeah, definitely.
I've never heard that expression. I've
Having a
never
wi-
heard that expression.
You've never heard of having a wild hair up your ass?
No, never.
I've heard that quite a bit. I don't know.
I've
Maybe
never
it's just
heard that.
maybe it's just a on this side of the fence thing, which is
Maybe.
amazing. But yeah, no, having a wild hair up your ass is an expression I've heard quite a few times,
Wow.
and I have to say, like that's now scarier. Like now I'm picturing like someone saying, "Hey, what? You got a wild hair up your ass?" And immediately it's just you bent over a table, and all of a sudden you just hear, "Yeah, what's up, Doc?" Oh, it's me, and it's like, oh,
Oh no.
I don't want to get R-worded by Bugs Bunny. At Balls Deep, ingrown hairs called abscesses.
Okay. Fair enough. Wild hair up your ass is very Midwestern, so that would be why I've never heard it before. Good to see you, Abel Graham. Figure they don't lay eggs, they lay chocolate eggs, silly. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's the bunnies, they lay chocolate eggs, and the chickens, they lay normal eggs. My bad.
Right. We paint the normal eggs. We eat all the
The
eggs.
chocolate egg.
We eat all the eggs. Did you never eat like that's the fun part about eating the like dyeing your hard boiled eggs like doing the decoration like thing. It's like when you crack it, like some of the coloring, the food coloring leaks through, and
Yeah.
so the
Yeah,
white
if you push too.
you get some interesting colors.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just kinda fun.
I don't remember doing that after I was a little kid. Like 5 or 6 pops. I really don't remember what we did with the eggs that we
I forget.
colored, if we cooked them or ate
Well,
them
if they're
or threw them
hard boiled
out.
eggs, then they should be.
Well, sometimes people poke a hole in them and you blow the egg out and it just Have you never seen someone blow an egg? It's kind of funny.
Yeah,
And it's
no,
not, it's
that's
completely innocent. It's a cooking thing, but it's funny as fuck.
no, I've never blown an egg before. File that under the long list of things I have not blown. Like, because believe me, it's a 0 on the sum list. Like, there's no blowing that's happening. So that one goes in there too. I've not
That was
blown an egg.
one of my favorite parts about I can't remember if we did it or if I did it at school or a friend's.
Oh,
I
we
just
didn't do it.
remember blowing it and the egg goes out and it was so much fun.
All right, then. I'm going to just continue to feel weird about this entire exchange, as I should.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so
Blowing
Balls
eggs.
Deep with $2. Johnny's Exotic Platypus Eggs coming next Easter. Why do they always have to be exotic? And firstly, wouldn't platypus eggs be exotic in and of themselves? Because there is no exotic
That's
meat
why
market or
you're
anything.
selling
This
them at
is
the
me.
exotic.
But
meat
like,
market.
yeah, but like exotic, Johnny's Exotic Platypus Eggs. Like again, exotic platypus eggs. I feel like platypus eggs is exotic in and of itself. Alrighty, so then that puts us at.
How to
that
blow
puts us
out
at
eggs.
2.
Keep your decorated eggs from going bad or smelling.
Okay, so this is if you go above and beyond decorating them. You want to save them. I can understand that, but still, don't blow eggs. Don't. Johnny,
Oh,
yes,
someone's
should be
a
blowing
hard-boiled
Johnny,
egg
not
out of its
eggs.
shell. I've never seen that.
King Kong Dog, you should be blowing Johnny, not eggs. Yeah, I mean, we're working
Well,
on that
again, there's
first part.
this there's this distance thing that
We're working on it, man.
Oh my goodness.
Crossing those hurdles as fast as I can. Don't laugh at me. I'm the
Fastest way to
cripple man.
blow out an egg using only one hole.
All right, so I had a Minnesota story about signs above the men's locker room saying they're gender-affirming spaces. I was just going to say,
Oh,
yeah,
gosh.
they affirm the fact that people in here are dudes. That's their gender, but whatever. It's stupid. It's lame and gay. It's more of why we'll probably lose federal funding.
Mm.
And then if they vote
Fair enough.
some super uber liberal person in next term, we'll get our federal funding reinstated. So I don't know, but at this point, how much of it's going to the Somalians anyway? Do I care? Do I care if we lose federal funding? I'm not getting any of it. I know that's a
Right?
goddamn
It's not
fact.
gonna hurt you, so
So whatever. Boston, we have this one I do want to do. Boston put social workers on duty with police to increase safety. Because remember, the whole problem with crime is we don't understand criminals well enough to know they're just poor, downtrodden people doing their last-ditch effort to get by, and in no way are they people who are willingly taking corrupt and horrible shortcuts and abusing this now very charitable system. So they wanted to solve that. You know what? We can solve this problem by bringing the social workers. This has been a
yes.
program proposed a long time. Well, we have our first situation with it. Apparently, Boston police officer was stabbed while on duty with the social worker.
Oh, great. Great.
And this has been going on since 2011, apparently.
Oh yeah, I didn't know it was actually a thing. I know it's been an idea for a while. Idiots who think, we're having a mental breakdown, so let's send a social worker instead of the cop.
So this
Doesn't
happened.
matter that they're
This happened this
ahead,
last. Oh wait, is this? Oh, there's a 2-minute story on this. We'll go with the video one. I was about to
What was
read
that
the
one?
article I have, but it feels like as soon as this ad's over, we're gonna have us. Oh, we do.
nice.
All right, let's unmute this. So let's go now. Not live in Boston.
By Boston police this morning, but only after he stabbed an officer and knocked a pair of EMS workers to the ground. First responders had gone to an apartment on Hemingway Street where that man apparently thought gunmen were coming to get him. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ken McLeod. This
He thought gunmen
Gunmen.
were coming to get him. So an armed
said-
police officer
Yes.
is really going to shoot that whole rumor down.
Gonna make you feel great. Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, shit.
Not only does this guy think armed gunmen are coming to get him, but he brought a sword to the fight. Like he's like, you know what? I don't have a gun. I don't know how easy they are to get in Boston, but he's like, I don't have a gun, but I do have my 1992 Highlander 2
Nice.
sword replica.
Nice.
And I'll use that.
That'll do it.
That'll do it, right? And
Yeah,
by the way, I'm
that'll
making
fight
that
off
up.
the,
I'm making that up. I
gun.
don't know what sword he has. Like, you say a dude has a sword, and I'm like, all right, this. You know what it is? It's probably one of those really lame and fake. And I know they're lame and fake because I have a couple of them, like movie sword things, and they're not really weapons. Like I have one from Hellboy, like it's licensed official Hellboy memorabilia. My brother got it for me as like a Christmas gift.
Cool.
And I loved Hellboy, but more importantly, I loved the This is hard to admit publicly, but I already started, so I might as well finish. And you're apparently suffering. I really not for any of his like beliefs or allegiances, but I really liked the character Carl Rupert Cronin in Hellboy. Do you know who that was?
I know. I barely remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember who one of the like lead villain henchmen, like he's on screen, he's not in charge, obviously, he's taking orders, but he's on screen and he's menacing. He's not Palpatine, but he's Darth Vader, like who that character was?
No.
All right, well all right, well let me just save you the time. I don't think anyone's mentioning it in the chats. So he was the Nazi guy who had the bladed batons. And I liked the bladed batons because the level of skill you have to have with your hand to control spinning them.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I learned about the bladed batons. So I have a complete supposedly realistic replica of one of the bladed batons. It's got a board that it hangs on. It's got the same thing that has etched in his that say alles for Deutschland, and yeah.
Cool.
I got that. And so I'm thinking of that kind of shit when they're saying swords. I love that you've leaned into none of this all the way. Like you don't remember the movie or anything I'm talking about.
Honestly, I don't remember any of it. I don't, because I know how to spin a baton, twirl a baton, spin a baton. No, I know how to twirl a baton.
Brett McHart goes, in Hellboy? Yeah, that's who I was thinking.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not, I'm not proud of it. The character's cool and interesting. You know what? We can watch Hellboy sometime.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure,
Sure.
pretty sure I have that on one of the things I have already. So, because I watched it a while ago recently. That's a weird way to say it. I watched
Isn't
it.
that what's his face?
A little
that
while
plays
ago.
Hellboy.
There's two different ones. There's the first two with Ron Perlman.
Yeah, that's the name that I was looking for.
And
Ron
then they
Perlman.
redid it with What's His Nut that was in Stranger Things and a lot of other stuff.
Oh, okay.
That guy. They redid it with him. I don't care for the redo as much. I also haven't watched the redo anywhere near as much as the first two. Like I'm trying to think if I can even, maybe I haven't watched the redo. I know I love the first two movies. I don't even care for the second one as much. It's mostly just the first one. I kind of feel like we could have just left it then and there. We really didn't need to keep going with that. But it was a good movie. I liked Hellboy. It was fun. But yeah, that character was cool, and those. So like, I have that. I'm just really glad.
Cool.
I'm really glad there's no swastikas or anything on it because I can like proudly display it, and I don't have to worry about someone being like, "Wait a minute, why do you have Nazi shit on your walls?" Like the only way anyone knows that that's Nazi shit is like, "Oh, dude, Hellboy, yeah, that's the Nazi guy," and I'd be like, "All right, maybe not say it so loud during the party." Like, yeah, you know, it's not good. It's not good, but I like the weapon. It's cool.
Again, unfolding just before 11 this morning, and police quickly realized they were dealing with some sort of mental health crisis. WBZ's Paul Burton has been on the scene all afternoon. Paul?
Yeah, these were some tense moments for everyone involved in this situation. Police say out of nowhere that man came after them and that EMS worker, which is why they've responded so quickly before the situation escalated.
Have all units go to TAC 3. There are.
Yeah, but a cop got stabbed. And what do you mean?
Right.
The man came out of nowhere. What were they doing? Weren't they going to get?
Yeah, I thought.
Weren't they going to talk to him?
Yeah. Yeah. They were responding to a call about him, I thought.
And he was worried that armed people were coming to. It was really set up where his delusion was reinforced by reality. I don't know who to root for here. Because on the one hand,
I'm kind of with the dude.
Right.
So far, I'm with the dude. Yeah, they knew what he was freaking out about, and so they showed up looking exactly like the thing he's freaking out about, and then they're surprised when he attacks them.
Do we know that they knew what he was going on about? They found out later that he thought he was going to be attacked by armed. Thought he was going to be murdered by armed.
Oh, I thought,
gunmen.
okay, I misunderstood. I thought that was a part of the call. It was like he's freaking out. He thinks he's about to be attacked.
No, I don't.
I thought that was okay. So if they found out after the fact, then okay, I don't feel
Shots fired
so much.
Violence erupts in broad daylight near Northeastern University after police say a man wielding a sword attacked officers and an EMS clinician before he was shot by police.
Shots fired, Hemingway and Forsyth.
Police say this all unfolded around 12 o'clock Saturday afternoon when police...
Is it weird that I really, really, really want to see that body cam footage? I want to see a dude running at people with a sword. I'd really love it if he was singing the Highlander theme, because reality doesn't have, like Jim Carrey said in Cable Man or Cable Guy, Cable Man. Like anyways, the problem is life doesn't have a danger soundtrack, like an action soundtrack. So I'd love it if he just busted out the doors holding his, here we are, like belting it out. Born to be caged. Like he's just swinging his sword. Like, dude, why are you singing Queen? Highlander, duh. Anyways, so how do you think Henry Cavill is going to do in that role? Are you excited as I am for it? I'm excited.
I have no idea, no opinion. Anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't know he was going to be Highlander.
Yeah, no, he's going to be in the new. They're going to redo Highlander.
I didn't know
he's going to be
redoing it.
reprising Connor McLeod of the Clan McLeod, which I feel like I would like it if this movie, if Connor McLeod of the Clan McLeod would establish where he is in the lineage between just him and Cloud. Anyways,
Okay. I barely remember. I know there was something to do with it.
Who's in the
with
Highlander?
this lineage, but all I can remember about the Highlander these days is him and his long hair, and the sword taking people's heads off.
Dude, I loved Highlander so much because of, one, the sword play. Two, I thought the actor Christopher Lambert was fucking awesome in that movie. I loved his character, his swagger, the whole deal. It's the whole reason he got Raiden for Mortal Kombat, which was the worst role. I'm sorry, he did well as he could with it, but let's not whitewash Raiden, please. Raiden's supposed to be a Chinese guy. Can we keep is so like there is a certain campy level of amazing that Highlander cast. We'll put cast 2026. Highlander reboot directed by Chad Stahelski features Henry Cavill as Connor McLeod, Dave Bautista as the Kurgan, and Russell Crowe as Ramirez. So does that ring any bells for you? Those names?
Not really.
All right. So if you
It's
do you
too far
remember?
back. I didn't.
All right. Well,
you
let
know.
me. I'll lay it out for you, baby. Pardon. We're talking first movie. It's literally Connor McLeod was the hero character played by Christopher Lambert. Ramirez is the one who trains him, who has the original samurai sword. He is played by Sean Connery in the first film.
Okay. Yeah, no, I remember Sean Connery was in it.
And
so
the
that's
Kurgan is
he
the
was playing.
evil immortal guy who both awakens Connor McLeod by killing him in a violent, bloody manner, and also gets his throat nearly cut, and in the first movie, and in the end half of the first movie, he has fucking safety pins like holding his neck together.
Awesome.
He's got a total he's got a total punk rock look, and it's just he's got piercings everywhere and everything, and he's got safety pins over his I guess his neck never ever
wound.
quite. I guess over a couple hundred years it doesn't really heal.
Right.
Which is weird
Right.
because and that's another thing thinking back on it. That's strange. Because Christopher Lambert's wounds always healed. I mean, he didn't walk around with like gaping sword wounds and stuff. Like he got better magically. It's strange.
But
It's
the
very weird.
throat
You
didn't.
know what? I should not criticize a movie that was probably very heavily influenced by cocaine. On continuity. We'll just let it go. But yeah, no, that's the alleged cast.
I liked the TV series too, T. Jefferson, and good to see you.
I love the TV series.
Yeah.
God, the TV series was fun. That's one of my favorite like schlocky Highlander movies. They made a Highlander movie with Christopher Lambert and what is it? Adrian Paul. No, is it Adrian
Yeah.
Paul? Adrian. What's the Highlander
know.
TV series?
I don't know names.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I can remember his face.
Gee whiz, wonder why they can't get through a story, says Wild
Right?
Saffron.
I was right. It was Adrian. It was Adrian Paul. I was right. Yes, it's Adrian Paul. Whew.
All right. This
Ah.
segment of Johnny's Nerdy Tangents is brought to you by Scruffy D's Salty Surprise.
No, it isn't.
That's Heavy Glass.
Oh,
Or
that's our.
Lab
Oh,
Glass,
I just
and
did that. That's actually not
These
bad.
are comments.
Scruffy D's Salty Surprise. It's an amazing treat. It can't be beat. But one thing you can't say is it's pretty sweet. What you'll find out though is that even though it's salty, it's delicious. It's the Salty Surprise. Scruffy D lovingly making everyone by hand, with bulk batch loads made to order. Don't miss your chance for Scruffy D's Salty Surprise. I'm gonna miss him at the end of this week. Oh shit, this week. I gotta go. I gotta.
Geez, it's Friday.
I gotta try and go out and get the mystery shots, and like having more Marmite would be good, but I don't want to eat it, so we'll hope it doesn't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that all goes. Either way, yeah. So they're doing that. They're doing that. I just realized, did we even finish? We did not even finish the man doing a stabbing story.
Nope.
Fuck it. We're like 30 seconds in. We'll restart it, and I'll just shut my fucking pie hole for a minute.
And was shot dead by Boston police this morning, but only after he stabbed an officer and knocked a pair of EMS workers to the ground. First responders had gone to an apartment on Hemingway Street where that man apparently thought gunmen were coming to get him. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ken McLeod. This began unfolding just before 11 this morning.
Dude, is he related to Connor McLeod? That's crazy. I forgot his name was Ken McLeod. I feel like if your last name's McLeod, like I know that this isn't a very it's a popular last name. I feel like if your last name's McLeod, thank you, voice crack. I needed that. But you need to do that. You need to be like, good evening, everyone. I'm Ken McLeod of the Clan McLeod. Like you got to declare your allegiance to Clan McLeod, otherwise you're not a real McLeod.
If you're not declaring it.
You're just a free floating potato. We don't need those. Declare your allegiance to Clan McLeod. All right, anyway.
Police quickly realized they were dealing with some sort of mental health crisis. WBZ's Paul Burton has been on the scene all afternoon. Paul?
Yeah.
I'm sorry for pausing it so much. I'm trying to avoid that, but I don't know what part of stabbed one guy and tackled two others does not allude. They quickly realized they were dealing with a mental health crisis. No, I would say dude coming out with a samurai sword and stabbing you, he's got problems. Yeah.
These were some tense moments for everyone involved in this situation. Police say out of nowhere that man came after them and that EMS worker, which is why they've responded so quickly before the situation escalated.
Have all units go to to TAC 3. There are shots fired at our scene.
Violence erupts in broad daylight near Northeastern University after police say a man wielding a sword attacked officers and an EMS clinician before he was shot by police.
Shots fired, Hemingway and Forsyth.
Police say this all unfolded around 12 o'clock Saturday afternoon when police responded to an incident on Hemingway Street near Northeastern's campus. When they arrived, they encountered an individual who was dealing with a mental health episode inside a hallway of an apartment building. While speaking with an EMS clinician, the individual suddenly opened the door and struck the clinician and stabbed an officer in the arm.
He was armed with some type of sword, striking, or I should say stabbing the officer in the arm and knocking at least the EMS clinician to the ground. One or more officers is under investigation at this time, fired both.
Those federalized. 'Tis a flesh wound.
Is it just me? Does this guy have white lashes?
He has white lashes. That's true.
I've never seen white eyelashes.
All of his hair is white. I'm guessing he's getting old.
No, I know, but I've seen many people get old. I've never seen white eyelashes like that.
Maybe because against someone else's complexion, they wouldn't show as much. Maybe he's vain. Maybe he hasn't painted that way. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. It caught my eye because I don't think I've ever seen that before. I've never noticed it.
His lashes caught your eye.
Taser and their weapon at the individual, bringing the person to a halt.
The man was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead.
Come right to the front of the building. One ALS patient inside. A total of right now 3 patients.
One officer was taken to the hospital and treated with severe laceration. Several other officers and the EMS clinician were also taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Northeastern school officials sent out an alert to students reporting police activity in the area of Hemingway Street, but also confirmed there was no active threat on campus.
So, one severe laceration means he got a good blow in. That thing had an edge.
Yeah.
That's what I was. Wait till you see his balls. Oh. That's just.
no.
It's just gross. It's like a chocolate ice cream cone with coconut sprinkles. It's just weird.
These are very, very tough situations, and it's ongoing, and we'll investigate it further. But again, we just wish best wishes to all the public safety people involved today, and as well as to the family of the deceased.
I feel like, does sending the EMS worker with the cop really, did it help?
Yeah, doesn't seem to have done much for this.
And we don't even have your whole they sent the EMS worker. They were talking through the door, and the guy was talking through the door to the EMS worker. They're like, "Hey, so we're here from the city, and I'm here with Officer so and so, and we've heard you're having a tough time, and kind of blah 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 blah." And he's just like strumming them along, like, "Oh, these are the assassins. I fucking got them."
Mm-hmm.
And he just rips the door open and just bam, knocks over so clearly he thought the EMS worker wasn't the dangerous one of the pair. And then went after the police officer. So,
who were armed,
yeah,
which is what he was afraid of. So, who knew?
It's one of those, like, you ever think maybe people have like more power over their reality than they realize, and it's just they don't know how to consciously activate it. They subconsciously will stuff into existence. Because that's a strange kind of. You wanted this to be a thing, though. Like, I know that sounds like a dog shit thing to say, but Wackadoo wanted armed people to be after him. He was ready. He was prepared.
You're saying he manifested it.
Yeah. Some people manifest destiny. Apparently this guy's destiny was to get shot by the cops for wielding a sword.
Jeez. I don't know if that's how he was manifesting it to work.
I don't think I don't think it was his intent. I think he saw himself as the hero of his little tale.
Yes.
Unfortunately for him, bullets don't work that way, though. And then he was out. I do know he was quoted as saying, as he lay after he got hit, "Oh no, bullets, my only weakness. How did you know?" If anyone can tell me what movie I just quoted, you'll make me giggle. Feel free to let me know. Although I feel like I probably stumped people.
Yeah. You always stump me. I can't remember shit like that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not a problem. That's believe me, and I don't mean this as a negative criticism. That was never on the list of reasons I love the shit out of you, so we're fine. It's totally
Good.
you're still the apple of my eye for all the other reasons because this one never even fucking came into play.
It didn't even. Okay. Well, that's good. Good.
And
I hate to let you down.
that's just me as a general person. I never expect people to be in with me on movie quotes because me and my brother would go back and forth quoting movies to each other all the fucking time. Like growing up, it was Top Gun. It was Top Gun. What's the Young Guns? The first one. That's where anyways, I can't. You know what? I'm not going to list all of that. But anyway, it was Top Guns, Young Guns, Firebirds, Tombstone, Ghostbusters,
Amigos.
Three Amigos. Yeah. Well, Three Amigos is more me. I love Three Amigos because I love the mail plane joke. And then what was it? Spies Like Us. I love the fucking Dickford joke. So that one's again another more me one. But Caddyshack, just like there's a lot of them. Everyone has different ones. Like I think my sister Pam really loved quoting. Like she loved quoting. I think Ace Ventura, especially the whole like, "There's something on the wing, something," and like so she loved doing that line. A lot of people like torturing her by doing Mrs. Doubtfire, the Euphigimoia Doubtfire, and it drove her nuts. And then like my brother and me, like we would quote like a lot of them back and forth at each other. So like "You're a daisy if you do" was something like I'd be like, "Oh yeah, you want to make this a thing?" And "You're a daisy if you do," and it's just like, we had that going back and forth. I loved "No One Fires Pot Shots at Lubick," and that's a Masters of the Universe one. And as I said, the mail plane and the Dickford jokes.
Mm-hmm.
So we had that that going for us. Happy Gilmore, Mr. Deeds, Big Daddy, Ace, Rush Hour. We used to love like if somebody stepped on something, like if you dropped something or whatever, and they're like, "Hey, don't," and somebody accidentally stepped on it, and you'd be like, "Dude, like." Like nobody steps on, like, let's say in this nobody steps on a Matchbox car in my town, like.
Okay.
T. Jefferson got it right. It's the second Harold and Kumar that I was quoting earlier. He's worried about a dude stealing his girl, like this douchebag fucking, I think it's an apartment building security guard or whatever. And so in his fantasy, Harold or Roldy, like is fighting to save his girl, and he shoots the guy. Actually, I don't think the guy is related to, I don't remember what part the guy played in. Maybe he was part in because it's the Guantanamo Bay one. But anyhow, when he shoots the guy, it's so hilarious. The dude's like, oh no, bullets. My only weakness. How did you know? And I always love that. I love that and the battle shits thing from the first one. Nothing beats battle shits. The battle shits scene is probably, in fact, we're fucking done with this, by the way. We fucking screw this guy with this.
I know. Rumble is laughing about your head is in McLeod, not St. Cloud.
Squirrel Johnny today. Yeah, there's a little bit of Squirrel Johnny. Who brings a blade to a gunfight? Food squirrel, and then someone said squirrel again. Well, I mean, it was relevant, sort of. Went off on it.
Oh, it was, yes. That just a little ways before that, Lab Glass was saying, "Johnny, snap out of the Highlander vortex."
I am a ridiculously huge Highlander
I hadn't
fan.
noticed.
I'm a huge Highlander fan. I may or may not have all of the 4 first movies on DVDs located throughout this house.
Well, then we should definitely
I don't
watch
have the
them, 'cause
series.
I know I enjoyed them, but it's been so long I don't remember.
Movie 2, I'm going to be honest, movie 2 is a fucking cunt punch to watch. Movie 3 is complete clusterfuck, but movie 2 is whoa. Why did we? Michael Irons, Michael Ironside, whatever. Fuck, god damn it, guy from Top Gun, and one of my favorite voice actors did a voice in Tom Clancy. You know what? Not important. We'll get we'll try and get, because we have an hour and a half left in the show. So if I don't finish this first hour story stuff, people are gonna be pissed. The Dodgers. I don't know if we really need to talk about this much. We'll go to this video. I think
Dodgers.
The Dodgers thing.
The yeah.
Eagle.
This is oh, it's a minute 13. So we'll play this and I'll back my audio down because the other story was a little quiet. This one seems a little loud. All right, so yeah, the Dodgers don't want to print this 81-year-old season pass because they're switching to an all digital system. So they don't want to offer printed out season pass holder tickets anymore.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers had one for 50 years.
This guy's been collecting his tickets each year for years. Oh, they won't print him out.
And he's not really and like most 80-year-olds, he's not really up on the interwebs. So
Well,
going
whether
and
you
getting
are or aren't, it might be.
well,
you
he
know,
does
it's
like
for
my point
keepsake.
is he doesn't have a smartphone that he can show you at the door to let it scan a QR code. Here,
Well,
let's
that's
watch.
true, too. I
Errol
never
Siegel
thought
is a
about that.
50-year Dodger season ticket holder, and he says the team has printed his season tickets every year until now. The 81-year-old says the team told him they've gone fully digital, and printing his tickets is no longer an option. I'm Alex Rozier with NBC LA.
This year, I received a notice that no longer will I be able to get printed tickets.
And that's a problem for Errol, who doesn't know how to use a computer, and he barely has a phone.
All right.
That's it.
All right, hold on,
My
motherfucker.
My
Before
dad
we
knows how to use a computer, but my dad's like that. He's got a cell phone
Mhm.
that always sits in the guest room.
I feel a little weird that this guy's getting up this dude's ass about his inability to use a phone when he apparently doesn't know how to use an editing system to level out his audio so we don't have one that's in the fucking trenches and one that's at the mountaintop. Like, this is way too loud when he's talking, and then it's way too quiet when we do this stuff, and one of it's in one channel. Like, seriously, man? It's some settings, and then we wrap it up in post. We can solve this thing.
I don't think you can get tickets on that phone.
You can't.
We reached out to the team for a response to see if they'll make an exception and print tickets for the 81-year-old. We haven't heard back. But yesterday, Errol wanted to try something. He left this recycling center, went to Dodger Stadium, and bought 4 tickets at the ticket window. Guess what? He got them. 4 printed tickets. So clearly they can print tickets.
They could print them. They just don't want to print them for me.
How does this make you feel?
Terrible.
They print them for the immigrants. They print them for the illegals and the blacks.
They print them for the plebs who have to buy them a ticket at
They
a
print
time.
the
a
tickets
game
for
at a
everyone.
time.
All of the tickets are
I
printed
buy all of them.
on brilliant paper for everybody, but I accept this. Like, I don't know why I was going with a weird Trump impersonation.
I pay all
I
this
got,
money
you know what? I'm
to
proud of
have my
myself.
season
I got
tickets.
what I call within almost reasonable striking distance of a Trump impersonation.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
It was close. Yeah. You gotta just not be playing.
You know what it is? People have been saying they're worried about his health and stuff, and I keep getting better at his impersonation. I'm like, oh my God, am I somehow, like, the stronger my impersonation gets, the weaker he does? Like, oh my God, I don't know.
You're absorbing the Trump power.
That'd be weird. Also completely pointless. MN Wild have digital
Unless it
tickets.
came with the money. That
But
would be
once you
fine.
get
That would
in,
be nice.
they print a small ticket for you. I just don't understand, like, why we can't figure out a way to get Grandpa just, like, fucking, no offense, with the price that, like, season tickets cost, you should have some sort of,
Right?
like, laminated pass or something. The baseball
Yeah,
team
there should be something.
is ageising this poor guy out. I don't.
Yes. It is. It's ageism. Oh, let's get the lefties all involved. Get them all pissed off and rah, rah, rah. This poor old man. That'll do it.
That'll fill the stands. So,
Well,
yeah,
no,
they're doing-
but that'll get, because they'll just want to print the damn season's tickets for the guy rather than have to deal with all the crazy blue hairs. We
But
just
that's-
somehow have to need to set them on. to
Well,
the
I
story.
feel like that this story aired in the local. That was a local news story we pulled up, so I feel like
Mm.
people in the area of LA will probably be
yeah.
aware. Let's just say this: it's in the wind. You know, like people have heard. Bringing it back to the story we were talking about that we were squirreling on earlier with the whole Highlander stuff. A Michigan truck driver was arrested while carrying an arsenal of mostly illegal. I like how it's mostly. So there's some that were permissible. Mostly illegal swords, throwing stars, and guns. So this is the list of what they were carrying. Do we have any actual pictures? No. This is 9 and 10. All right, so do the news report it? We see a picture of the guy. Oh, we got some pictures on the... Wow. Oh, did we have pictures? We're going with this one. We're going to open these in a new tab. Starting with you. Open image. Did I ever share my preview screen? I don't think so.
No, you didn't.
All right, well, I will do that on this one in case... Oh, there's no video. So we'll flip it over. I'll still share the preview screen. So that way you get to...
I can hear it, yeah.
Yeah. All right. This is out of Mackinac County. I believe it's in Texas. Good God. Right when I hit the button, the ad's like, full screen ad. Fuck off. Fuck off. Mackinac County, a Texas semi-truck driver, was arrested Wednesday evening on the Mackinac County Bridge after a traffic stop led to the discovery of 27 illegal weapons, including 5 loaded pistols and a 32-inch sword, according to Michigan State Police. Troopers stopped the driver, saying he was speeding and driving in a dangerous manner. The driver, identified as Eric Korsick, 54, of Kingwood, Texas. Oh, so he's a Texas truck driver, but he was arrested in Michigan. Troopers are also...
Mackinac Bridge. I know that's Michigan. I've
Yeah.
learned about that bridge. Yes.
Troopers also discovered Korsick had an active warrant for his arrest, and he was arrested without incident. So let's just... All right, so first of all, when they arrest a truck driver with a what the fuck? Like a... Dear Lord. A nice bottle of bean that's nearly gone. We've polished off most of that. So we switched to the JD just to be a little bit closer to the line. I can't imagine they caught him speeding and driving recklessly when he had 2 open containers like this in his vehicle. Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, nice.
They caught him with that. That's
okay. Wow.
It's a fucking claymore.
He had an arsenal, for Pete's sake.
It's a fucking claymore. It's a big 2-handed... Are you shitting me? Or maybe it's just a 2-handed sword, not a claymore. It looks like one.
I really hope it's yeah.
Oh, dear Lord. That's got to be some sort of like staged replica. I have trouble believing you have a real sword that looks like that. You're just driving around a truck. Here, I am on the wrong fucking screen. Can't see it. I flipped to the wrong. She's looking at the preview screen. This is one reason I don't like the preview screen thing for her. She's looking at the preview screen, and I hit the button, and I did it with the corner of my eye, and I hit the open screen. So they missed. They missed this. These were the bottles they got found with.
Yeah.
This is one
and
of the
bullet
guns.
right there.
Literally loaded. The revolver loaded, and now these are all the weapons. What the heck is that? Is that like a small pump action shotgun? Or just a small what? It's got a swivel.
Why does it have a bump stock on it?
I don't know.
Is that...
Oh, wait, no, that's a long barrel rifle. That's a long barrel. I didn't realize because it was the different coloring. It's a long barrel rifle. So
where's AP?
This is clearly a long range rifle because there's a scope on it there. This is the shotgun up here. And he's got he's got that. We've got like a throwing star. We have a very big knife.
He's got 2 throwing stars.
Or 2 throwing stars.
That's a throwing knife.
A throwing knife.
That's a yeah.
Then he's got the brass knuckle knife. We got 2 more solid knives. Another brass knuckle knife. So you can be armed with ebony and ivory here.
Yeah.
Nice opposing
Dual
colors.
wielding.
It's the important part is he keeps a very silver and black what would you call it?
Except for the one gold.
Well, these are gold, but they're also out.
Yeah.
I feel like these aren't part of the regular rotation, you know what I mean? But he has an aesthetic that he tries to maintain. And you know what? As someone who loves to dress his Barbie doll and wow, I can understand. You know, you gotta go along, you gotta max the looks, my friend. Jesus Christ, look at all these. That is one hell of a brass knuckle.
Yeah, with spikes, that's insane.
Who is he planning to fight?
Right?
Like,
That's
was
a
he
lot
just
of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
keep in mind this is I'm pretty
13
sure this was the
13
guy.
knives, 1 throwing knife, throwing stars, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guns. Or 6 guns, I'm sorry, and a longsword.
They're saying it's a harpoon gun. I don't think you're right, King Kong Dong. I don't think it's a harpoon. My arsenal puts that to shame. Yeah, but you're also not driving around with this in your truck. Or at least I certainly hope
in
not.
the vehicle.
I certainly hope not, balls deep. Looks a bit short, maybe an SBR, says Brian the Science. World War I cavalry saber, Bowie collection, axes, daggers, fighting knives, various plinky plinks, and some custom stuff. Right. And as a guy that, like, you know, this is my home, this is my rifle, this is my gun. This is for shooting, this is for fun. But like your own personal arsenal is one thing, but let's not drive around with all of this in our car. Also, again, let's not drive around with this in our car combined with that's the article. Combined with these two suspects. Let's not have these guys being part of the equation while you're driving around with this. Like this plus this in your car, no bueno. Like we can talk about whether this is a respectable collection or not, but let's not drive with that in the car. That weirds me out that people's immediate reaction is, I got way more weapons than that. Like, cool, good for you, but do you drive around with all of them readily available all the time? Seems weird.
Mr. Q is saying, well, that seems like an everyday carry package to me. Well, Mr. Q, that's strange. That's a lot. I know you live in the bush or, you know, the farmland area, but this is a bit much, I would think, even for you.
I'm usually driving
if it's that
home
dangerous, I'm not moving down
at the end of the stream and can't comment. Just want to say thanks for all the effort and laughs every day, says Balls Deep. Thank you for that $5 with what we have stashed in the tubes already. That means we count the 5 and we're on to 60. We're on to the 9th, which means because the 10th is this Friday's big fun show.
We're on the Thursday.
So we're on the Thursday. It's all gravy.
Right.
So
it's all thanks to viewers like you.
All right, so yeah, we have that. What's the other picture we have? Is it just it's the rifle specifically. So yeah, he's got, I'm guessing, a rifle with a long-range modification. So again, driving around with all of that in your car, maybe not the most ideal method of transportation. So I mean, he is in a. Here's where I kind of like feel weirdly defensive of him, though. He is in a semi truck, though. Like, just think, we heard about people heisting a semi full of Kit Kat bars. People might be going after truck drivers. I don't fault him for having some ways to defend himself.
Yeah, having self defense, things. It's a good idea, but that's a bit much.
How dire does that fight gotta get?
He's got more brass knuckly things, than he has hands. So if you know, it doesn't make sense for self-defense kind of.
King Kong Dong, my trunk looks like Sam and Dean's car trunk. I'll
scary.
say this. I don't remember his name, but there was a hunter in that show, like a fellow like fucking supernatural hunter who had like a red vehicle that he turned a seatbelt thing on the bottom of his seat, and the back of his seat like slid a rack of weapons out. Like, he had to open the car door to do it. I loved that weapon stash because it's like he was on a bench seat, a vehicle at a front bench seat. Back in the day, they did that. So like he hits this thing, it's like, and he just rolls out all these weapons. Otherwise, when the cop pulls you over, like, do you know why I pulled you over? He just looks like he's sitting in his seat and nobody's the wiser.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started developing my love for old school cars because of Supernatural. Like, I liked some old school muscle cars, but that show, like, everybody, especially the hunters, always had like this weirdly nice, but not obviously nice car. and I think it kind of started with the Impala. And so, and from there, and that's where I kind of developed the love for certain kind of looks that culminated in me looking at the 61 Ford Galaxy Super Cruiser going, now there's a back end I don't mind on a car.
Well, have a good one, Wild. Yeah, I'll be streaming tonight about an hour and a half after the show ends. So hope to see you there. Have a good one.
All right, Wild. Happy to see you. Johnny gets the impression of a dead man finally. What? Is he talking about? Is he behind and he's talking about Trump?
Yeah.
I think so. You
Maybe,
need spare
yeah.
weapons. If one gets DNA on it and you leave fast, you don't want to take it with you. That's fairly accurate, actually.
Okay.
Anyways, I think that's an SMG. Johnny says Saint Caesar. He might be right. Anyways, yeah, I don't fault the guy for having weapons to defend himself, but Jesus, that's a lot. That is a lot in his semi.
And then, like you said, adding in that amount of alcohol is pretty huge too.
Yeah, so
That does not help at all.
a large double-edged sword. Yeah, that's a large two-handed sword. So, like, in his spare time, he's romanticizing being a knight. It's just a weird way to
with a gun
to get rid of your disposable income, I guess. So that is a lot to get arrested with, but he was arrested with it. All right, so now we get to I gotta finish this advertisement before we get to play. We get to the we're an hour left in the show, and I want to point out, guys, this is not my fault at all. It's entirely hers.
Bull.
We're an hour left in the show, and we're finally getting to the infamous chicken coop stabbing, where you're like,
here we go.
but I just want to assume that they mean she stabbed a chicken coop itself. And it's like, no, that nobody would care. All right, here we go.
And we begin tonight with a story that you might think is difficult to believe, but it's certainly not an April Fool's joke. We're glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. I'm Amanda Barron.
And I'm Marilyn McAuliffe. That story, a woman stabbed while police say she was breaking into a chicken coop where someone was living. We have 13 News reporter Riley McElmwell covering this bizarre story. She joins us with the latest.
Yeah, see? How dare you? How dare you? It's not some run-of-the-mill chicken coop stabbing. It's some run-of-the-mill chicken coop squatter stabbing. Honestly, I'm actually weirdly going to take your defense on this now. Why did you guys bury the lead? She stabbed the squatter in her chicken coop. Like, it's her chicken coop that she built for her chickens. Some asshole's like, no, I'm just going to live here. It's like, no, you're not. Yeah. Is that a fucking Coleman camp stove you have in here? Yeah, I got to have a hot plate to make some food and stuff. I live here now. Like, motherfucker, I put straw in here every day. This is a fire hazard. What are you going to do if a fire breaks out? Well, I guess I'm going to die eating roast chicken. Like, no, you're not. This is my chicken coop. You can't live in my chicken coop.
Where the chicken's going to live?
Right? This place was built with chickens in mind, madam. And so she apparently lost her bag of treats, whatever you want to call it, her marbles, with the lady that was squatting in her chicken coop. That, again...
Fair enough.
I sense something pretty big here. I can see quite a lot of these happening.
Yeah, right.
And we've got a couple of victims who look like they've been serial crushed by some huge frigging guy. All right, let's go ahead and watch this.
Amanda Merrily. The incident began last night when members of the
Is it merrily or verily? I think it. One of the hosts is named Merrily. Did I miss that?
Okay.
Because she said
Merrily.
Because she said Amanda.
Maybe it's Mary Lee.
I don't know, or Mara Lee. I don't know. Nobody does it like Mara Lee. But anyways, it's weird because then like Amanda merrily, like, yeah, do you have to tell her like your mood? Is that a rule? Does Amanda have like a weird tick? Like, Amanda, I'm anxious, or Amanda, excited. Amanda, like weird. Amanda merrily and Amanda horny. Like, it's just Like, is it
Yeah.
uncontrolled? It's
Weird.
strange.
Began last night when members of the Kanawha County Sheriff's Office were dispatched to a house on Big Sandy Road. There they found James Hammock and his daughter Ashley Thompson, who said that they were living in a chicken coop on the property. According to the Kanawha County Sheriff's Office,
There was a father and his daughter living in the chicken coop.
How big is this
How
fucking
big is
chicken
this
coop?
friggin' coop?
It's just
You can
me.
fit 2 humans.
It's
I
just,
can fit myself in 2 cats.
It's just me, my daughter, a truckload of Mexicans I picked up at the Home Depot. We're all just living in here, all chipping in to pay the rent on this chicken coop.
Sir, you do not own the property. Who are you paying the rent on the chicken coop to?
I don't really like you persecuting me in front of my daughter at our own home, sir.
Your own home. It's a summer porch with birds in it. What the are you doing?
Hammock told officers that while walking back to their residence, he heard someone yelling, "I'm going to kill you." His daughter says that the suspect, Anna Groves, broke into the chicken coop while she was sleeping and threatened her life. This prompted Thompson to stab.
Wait. So he and his daughter are staying for an indeterminate amount of time in this woman's chicken coop. She has no idea. He goes for a walk, leaves his daughter sleeping in said coop, and suddenly she's woken to, and he's hearing from afar this woman going, "I'm going to kill you."
I don't know who to root for in this. There's so many hateable people.
I don't know either. And I
Like-
just like the chickens and wish they could get their home back.
That's the victim nobody talks about, because nobody gives a shit about beaked individuals in this society. We give a shit about the bees. We give a crap about people and their gender identities.
Gross.
But we do not care about our feathered friends, our avian American citizens.
Both Groves and her husband left before officers arrived, but were later found at CAMC General Hospital being treated for the stab wound. Groves claims that Thompson stole money from her, but she says she did not threaten to kill Thompson, only to beat her, and was stabbed as she entered the coop. According to the Kanawha County.
She was stabbed as she entered the coop?
So who's getting stabbed here? The daughter or the
I think
owner
the daughter.
or both?
The daughter. The other lady owns it. This is a little confusing.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so again, she got stabbed.
Daughter's sleeping. She gets
The
stabbed.
stories aren't lining up. The daughter's sleeping. She's yelling at the daughter. The daughter got stabbed while she entered the coop. Was she in the chicken coop sleeping or not?
County Sheriff's Office, no complaints have been filed against Thompson in regards to that stabbing. However, a warrant has been issued for Groves' arrest, and she is being charged with felony burglary. In Kanawha County, Riley McMoyle, 13 News.
Wait a minute. Which one's Groves?
Oh, dear Lord, dude. I'm not replaying the whole
Is that
story.
the owner? Is that the owner? Or is that the daughter? Good Lord.
According to the authorities arrived at the scene. They spoke with father and daughter who said that they were residing inside the chicken coop on the property. Daughter told deputies she was asleep inside when the suspect, Anna Groves, and another person attempted to break in.
Okay. So Anna Groves is the owner of the chicken coop and the one who brought the knife to do the stabby. She's the one that ended up with felony.
They don't really say
charges.
who the owner of the chicken coop is. They don't specify that Anna Groves owns the chicken coop. They showed up. She says Anna Groves showed up when another person attempted to break in. Deputies said the father told them he had been walking by the coop when he heard someone yell and allegedly Groves say, "I'm going to kill you." Deputies said the daughter told them Groves allegedly threatened to kill her as she was entering the chicken coop. In response, the daughter pulled a knife out and stabbed Groves. Both Groves and the other suspect fled the scene before law enforcement arrived.
So Groves is the one that was stabbed.
Yeah. Groves told that
Yeah,
a female
okay.
stabbing victim
The
arrived.
daughter pulled out the knife and stabbed Groves. I'm pretty sure it was stated that the chicken coop was on Groves's property.
It didn't state that at all. They were told the female
I thought-
stabbing victim
I thought
arrived.
the lady said that.
They met with Anna Groves, who admitted that she did not threaten to kill the daughter, but allegedly intended to beat her ass over money she alleged the daughter had stolen. She went on to say that when she rose into the coop, she felt a punch and a piercing pain, realized she'd been stabbed. No charges are filed against the daughter in connection with Groves being stabbed. Groves, however, is being charged with felony burglary, and a warrant has been issued for her arrest. So, yeah, I would say with the felony burglary warrant, she didn't own the chicken coop. I don't know who owns the chicken coop. They never specified who owns the chicken coop.
Okay.
So, but these two people are living in it, apparently.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of questions.
I do too. Everyone's okay with the father-daughter living in this chicken coop in the story. No one has any problem with the fact that two people are living in a chicken coop.
I have no idea are they supposed to be living in this chicken coop? Do they have permission?
Well, that's what I'm starting to think. Like, yeah, like, are they paying rent?
They got to be doing something, right? They're living in a chicken coop.
Maybe that's how the Groves got her burglary, is she broke in to their home and she took, like, what, the knife or something? Oh, this is...
Chicken shit is toxic.
This is fun. Yes, it is.
So that can't be good. Yeah, I don't think living in any animals like domicile like that would be good. This is worse than Ricky getting pulled over drunk driving his house, which is his car. Story makes brain hurt. So 2 different families are fighting over a coop owned by another uninvolved party. What the fuck? We never really specified who the
we don't know
owner
who
of the
owns
chicken coop. Because again, the chicken coop was on the property, but nobody specified who owned the property or who was the person. And again, if you live on the property and all they have is the coop, you didn't have a house, what's going on here? Alan, what about the groceries?
That's a whole nother level of problem.
Pretty sure the girl was abused and Groves was the lady that owned the chicken coop and got stabbed. She probably did own the coop, but they had claimed legal residence there. Again, balls deep. Cats shit in your house. Just saying. I have a litter pans with
They shit in a box
with lids, and they cover, and I clean that up regularly, and then I wash my hands.
Really?
I mean, I can understand the point you're making, but there's a vast difference between that. Have you ever seen bird shit? They do it pretty indiscriminately, especially in chicken coops. You got to clean you got to muck those out a lot because the birds just kind of poop. No one is supposed to live in a chicken coop since at least the 1960s.
1960s.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? Neither. It's the squatters in my fucking coop, apparently, says King Kong.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so there you go. We have an
It's a
hour.
good story. It makes my brain hurt too. Thank you, Alan.
We have an hour left, and we just finally got through all of our first hour stuff. So thank you all so much.
Nice. Thank you. Oh, wow. Life is good.
It is.
I mean, heck, we could be fighting over a chicken coop and getting stabbed.
Well, that's in our future at this point. Like finding a place to live that's handicap accessible. I don't know if you notice, a lot of those chicken coops have those ramps. It's not.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I hate to say this. It's not the worst idea I've ever heard. I'm going to make sure we didn't miss anything on the Venmo and the PayPal. I don't believe we have, but let's always double check.
Double check just in case. Yep.
Just in case.
Oh, my goodness.
And nope, we're good. So we are good.
Oh.
All right, then. Hanging in chicken coopers. Oh, Pat Fargo with $4.99. Thank you for the $4.99.
Thank you.
I appreciate that very, very much. Let me like that. Let me go a little thumbs up. That's the shit. All right, so let's put that up here.
Apparently, coming from our duck, our expert, our duck expert,
our avian expert. All right,
avian expert. Ducks don't have sphincters, so they just literally let that shit fly, even where they eat. So it just flows right out of them as it.
I don't know if chickens are better or worse, but I do know, like I said, when it came to having chickens, we had very weird feeders for them that had high walls, and they just shit all over everything, and you just had to clean the place out constantly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It's interesting that things like the baby eagles, right from hatching,
yeah, but that's a
know
confined
enough
space.
to lift their ass up and step back a couple steps so that they can then shoot their shit right up and over the nest. So it's
The
never
fact that you
inside.
gravitate to this and find any way you can to bring this up time and time again is almost inspiring. But yeah, no, it's just, again, they're in a tight space.
can't-
They're in a tight space. I imagine chickens would do the
They're
same,
in a
but you
tight
give
space with a chicken coop.
chickens
too.
don't shit where they sleep. They just shit everywhere else. They shit around their food bowls and stuff while they're eating. Like, they can't control their bowels or whatever, but they don't. Again, like, it's just, again, you have to clean the place out constantly, but it's not like they shit all over their, like
What I'm
their
saying
eggs
is
and
the
stuff.
eagles don't have to do that.
You can't
They
train
just-
lots of
they
animals.
just know.
Cloacular equals shit maxing, says Balls Deep. I don't know if I know that or not. You can't train
No,
lots
that's
of
the
animals.
newest.
Still
I
smells
think he's just
awful.
making
At least the duck shit isn't toxic. Can just churn it into the garden if you want.
Yeah. They are quite foul.
I missed this, Aaron. At least the coop survived. Right? The chicken coop survived. How many chickens were harmed in this stabbing? It's a good question. That's, I feel like, a baseline thing we should have gotten on the investigation. All right, so we have our second hour stories, which have a Florida teen that I talked about this morning, but then I found out more about this story. Much like you, I didn't hear parts. That's
So you took it really differently than it actually was?
well, like, I've brought this up to Aaron before. Maybe he doesn't know that it's still a really huge issue, but his audio is really weird. And so it's like coming through, it's like I'm listening to a broadcast from the 1940s, and it's coming through garbled, and the volume is overamped, and I have it literally his volume slider all the way down.
Yeah.
And it's like, I have
Still.
it as low as it's just making out what's going. It's gotten to the point where with some of the videos, like, especially, I'll be grateful when there's subtitles, but some of the videos I just play them while he's playing them because I hear the clean audio in the background with like a fucking fraction of a second delay, because as soon as he hits play, I hit play. But like,
yeah,
with a fraction of a second delay, but I can always kind of listen for that if I couldn't understand what I was really hearing. So I had watched this and talked about this morning. Oh God, why does this keep doing that? I keep clicking these links to open a thing, and it opens a new window over top my other one, and I don't want to open a new window over top. I don't want to have two fucking Chrome windows open. Let's just have one Chrome window with all the tabs. Anyway, so I'd heard about this story about this Florida teen this morning. We talked about it a little bit. I missed a part that he didn't tell me about.
Okay.
Like the way he read it to me, and the way the clip we had seen, and I'll play the clip we had seen in a second. The way the clip I had seen, I was under the impersonation that he had murdered some lady, and I found out that is not the case. I'm gonna play for you the news clip that we went through this morning.
Okay.
Okay. And the news. The reason I'm gonna do that is twofold. One, because that's what I was reacting to. And I feel like a lot of information doesn't get mentioned in this. Two, this guy, I don't know if he has like a slant or an aim, but this guy's like supposed quasi-solution to this whole problem is also highly preposterous. So we're going to go into this.
All right.
And having said that, watch.
I'm going to grab a coffee while we do that.
All right, fine.
Watch. No, I can watch. It's right beside.
The young man, police say, dumped 2 suitcases stuffed with human remains in the tall grass at the compound, is now facing a murder charge, too. I'm your Palm Bay community correspondent, James Sparvero.
Go ahead and bring up Lucas Jones.
For the second time since last Saturday, 19-year-old Lucas Jones was arrested and brought here to the Brevard County Jail. Thursday afternoon in the jail courtroom, Jones looked at my camera, raised his eyebrows, and shook his head.
Yeah, he's not very upset about what he did, and that was my reaction to that. Was like, he's very pleased with himself. I don't know how I felt about that. I was a little like, hey, hold on, let's not be quite so.
Yeah, wait a minute. You got 2 suitcases full of body bits. Let's
we don't really
hold off on the snarkiness.
Let's not bust out the fuck me eyes quite yet, homie. But yeah, I also loved how this cameraman is very in sync with himself. The way he's presenting himself, he clearly works out. He likes the way he looks because he literally apparently had a static filming shot of him filming this whole event. Like, in case we didn't know, he went live on the scene. This footage is literally from the courthouse. Like, I don't need proof that you did it to believe that this footage is from the courthouse. It's pretty evident in the footage. It's weird that you needed to be like, hey, look at me filming this.
Just before Judge Thomas Brown ruled to keep the teen in jail this time without a bond.
You've now been arrested on a new charge of murder, I believe first degree.
So to this point, police have told us the facts. They say backup charges against Jones, like abusing a dead body, but a new arrest affidavit still isn't available. So we don't know yet how police say Jones killed Cawley Daniel. Jones and Daniel lived close to one another in Indialantic, and back on March 20th, Jones's girlfriend told police she saw Daniel at Jones's house in Jones's bed, but she wasn't sure whether he was sleeping or unconscious. When police found the suitcases, they say along with the remains, which took days to confirm were Daniel's, a package with Jones's name on it was in one too. Police say they also found a knife in a suitcase, which was the same kind as another knife they found at Jones's house, which police say had bloodstains in it. And this new murder has revitalized the debate over developing Palm Bay's compound finally. You can watch my coverage earlier this week on
Guys, I don't know. I think we need to develop this area, because if we don't have this area available, people will use it to dump bodies. Clearly, this murder wouldn't have happened if this hadn't been available.
If there had been a building here,
So yeah, that's something has got to be done. New homicide revitalizes debate over finally developing the compound. Like the whole that doesn't change it. Like I said, we did that story on Nubs the other day. Anyhow, so there was something that they missed in that story that nobody ever pointed out to me when we were talking about the original story. The person in the story, Cawley Daniels, is apparently a sex offender.
Oh, yeah. That makes it, well, I mean, it's still murder.
Right.
But
that doesn't excuse, but it changes a couple of things and facts that were never like mentioned to me. All right, this is just audio of them perp walking him. Anyhow, Jones's girlfriend told detectives that he confessed to killing Daniel, saying, "I killed somebody and I cut him up." She said that Jones told her he targeted Daniel because he was a sex offender and he wanted to kill him. The girlfriend said she didn't know how Jones and Daniel met, but knows Jones had printed a list of nearby sex offenders. So I'm just saying it changes a couple of things. Like when someone's aiming to take out sex offenders, either A, something happened to you, or somebody you know, and you kind of want to flip out on somebody. But I feel like that changes quite a bit if you take out and target a sex offender.
yes. Mr. Q says, so you disposed of bodies, but you weren't smart enough to take the mail out of the bags that you put the bodies in. And I was wondering about that too. Why did you leave your personal mail in a bag full of bits of someone else's body?
Well, I had a theory about that. One, laziness and haphazardly doing something. Two, and this part was probably a bigger part, I kind of think he wants the attention. He wants the attention. That, like, the whole, like, wink, nod, whatever, eyebrows thing to the camera. Like, I know you're there. I know you're watching. You're going to talk about me. Sup? And then, like, turns back. Like, I feel like this guy enjoys the attention. Like, if he didn't get caught doing this, if dumping that body, nobody ever said anything, he never gets found out, in another few months or whatever, he goes after another person until he gets caught. But I feel like getting caught in his mind was always an inevitability, and like that part was going to happen. But he's going after sex offenders, so he'll have people that care for him and think he's the greatest thing because of who he's targeting. He'll have people that hate him. Everybody's going to have people that hate him, but he's going to enjoy the attention, and that's what he's going for.
Yeah.
Like, that's my opinion. He didn't aim to get caught, but he was ready for it, like, kind of deal.
St. Aaron, those are very good tips. I don't want to know how you know them, because I know them because I love true crime. But let's just go with that. Maybe don't give those tips on screen where it can be pulled up and used against you later. Showing off just how good you would be at getting rid of a body is not probably the best bet.
Oh, dude, this is way worse than that we had going on this morning in Aaron's chat. People in Aaron's chat were talking about different ways. They're talking about pigs, and I was like, yeah, but you got to remove the finger and toenails and the shave the victims. Well, I didn't mention the shaving the victims, but yeah, you got to get rid of the hair and then the teeth because the pigs can't digest those. But yeah, the rest of it, yeah, it's fine. King Kong Dog, I'm not upset at him anymore. Right? It does change it a little bit when you find out, well, he did target but this is where I get worried about. This is one of those things where I'm like, this is a slippery slope because you can get on, like, say, the sex offender list. You can get on the sex offender list because you get charged with indecent exposure because you were drunk and you had to go to the bathroom and you were in a park. And it's like, right, he was peeing on a tree in a park, should be arrested. That's wrong. That's bad. But is he really a sex offender? Is he going after people? Yeah. It's not really the same. And I know there are a couple places where that can end up as a thing. So that's one of those where when someone says someone's a sex offender, I'm like, all right, what did they do? And keep in mind, it's a very, very low bar for me to pass to go, okay, you're someone. If you've done anything predatory or looked at CP, I'm like, well, then, yeah, okay. But again, if it's one of those, well, he was arrested for this, and it's like, yeah, that really shouldn't be that should be a severe ticket and a night in jail, and let's think about the consequences of our actions, and maybe you have an alcohol problem, but not quite the same. That's one of those where it gets lumped in because it doesn't have
the same level of...
in its defense, it doesn't have a category. Like public urination and stuff in certain places can be viewed as a sex offense. And then in other places,
I know.
During Pride Week especially, it can be viewed as you pay extra to do it, and it's also incredibly gross and wrong there. And that's ironically, weirdly enough, where it should be considered more of a sex offender situation. You'd catch way more flies with that, honey, if you're smelling what I'm selling.
Yeah.
Scarlett, and you were fun to listen to, says Lisa Marie. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed that, I guess. I'll be honest, I didn't understand half of what Scarlett's comments were. And it's always weird because I'm getting Aaron's interpretations of Scarlett's comments directed at me and like respond to this. Like I said when he brought it up, I was like, he's like, yeah, I'm just a Switchland. I'm not involved. I'm like, you're kind of instigating it. You're bringing it up. You're throwing me your comments going, oh, she just said this. That's like instigatory.
Yeah, it seems like you're...
Either way.
Sorry, I'm trying to wrangle a cat.
I go back to my previous sentiment of...
Nope.
I don't really care. Like I didn't understand a lot of what she was saying, and the more I find out, like I don't know anything about this lady, so I don't really want to. I try to reserve judgment. I comment on only the things I know, which is like but it's just like, and the more I learn, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. Answering the door, or trick or treating can land you on the registry list. See now. Technically, that first one, I feel like that shouldn't be a thing at all. Like, firstly, you should be able to, like, you're answering the door. Put on a bathrobe, right? But I'm just gonna, I'm gonna hang out with my thang out kind of thing. Like, well, no, we're not doing that. Like, that's a no-no on that one. So I've got more questions, not less. And then, trick or treating, how can that land you on the registry list? If you're out trick-or-treating, like when it's Halloween time, plenty of adults do that, like, because their kids can't go. Plenty of adults say they're doing it because their kids can't go. But the point is there are adults out there. And I personally, in this day and age especially, am firm, like, I know we used to not worry about it as much back in the day. And we could sit here and extrapolate on how and why that was a thing. No reason that sounds great, especially right now. But overall, like, I feel like, no, you shouldn't let your kids go without a chaperone. Like, it could be one adult to a group of kids. They don't need to be super closely monitored, but at the same rate, there should be an adult nearby. And I love the way we do it where car ride service, man.
Yeah, you were explaining that to me. I'd never heard of it before. That's kind of neat. You all drive up to a parking lot and pass out.
Oh, that's trunk or treating. That's trunk or treating. That's a whole nother bird. My daughter usually gets car ride service where she goes trick or treating. It's not like she just walks the neighborhood. She's in the car. Like this one, I'm selfish this way. I get to be part of it this way because I can drive. I can just merp, and I never have to get out of my car, so we're good. But she goes to different neighborhoods, and it's just she goes up, she gets out of the car. This way, she doesn't need to have necessarily a chaperone escort her to the person's door because Papa Bear and Mama Bear are sitting in the vehicle watching. Like, we're right there, and so someone's with her if they need it. But she gets to have the autonomy of, like, go up, knock on the door, trick or treat, and they get to go, oh, what are you? And she goes through all that. But, yeah, no, that's just, again, that's like a big common thing in this area. Like, when I do the door answering stuff, we don't get a lot of people, but everyone comes in a car. We should bring all cheese pizzas to the middle of the Atlantic, like Titanic location, and dump them. I don't understand. Oh, I see what he's saying. This is like, it's not that I disagree. It's just that I always caution against writing like absolutist laws of like everybody in this category. Because like you said, or like I said earlier, I should say, like I said earlier, like in the case of the sex offender list, there's some awfully not sex offendery stuff that can land you on that list. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be punished. I'm just saying I view like we should maybe
not
diverge
same
this
level.
one thing. One of these things is not like the others. Like, so, but I am weirdly on the, like, in the case of the answering the door nude, I feel it's almost worse than, like, because, like, ding dong, oh, better go get it. Oh, I'm sorry, didn't realize I wasn't wearing any clothes. Like, no, you fucking knew. On your way to answer the door, you were aware. Although, but hear me out. What if you, like, were expecting a hot date and you thought it was the hot date and you wanted to surprise the hot date? And so you're like, I'm going to answer the door in the nude and be like, boom, I'm ready.
The hot date on Thanksgiving or on Halloween, Thanksgiving.
That's not Halloween. You're putting the trick-or-treating with the way that was written out. The trick-or-treating isn't related to answering the door naked.
Well, they were two separate things. Okay, I thought you were answering the door to trick-or-treaters
Dear
nude.
Lord, just listen. I have to find the comment now. Answering the door nude. Answering the door nude on trick or treating. Oh, nope, you were right. I was wrong. So answering the door, then that should land you on the list. Yeah. That should land you on the list. I completely revoke everything I just said, St. Aaron. If they're answering I misread that. Fuck me. This time it was my fault. Ha. But fuck you, Johnny, you stupid fucking. But anyway, fucking burn it on Digger. You learn to read, you fucking incompetent fuck. But yeah, no. So
wait a minute.
Yeah, no. Like that's one of those that should land you on the list. I'm sorry. Answering like on trick or treating night, we don't answer the door nude.
Yeah, just as a general rule, let's not do it on the nights that we know
I'm
stranger
kind of
kids
I'm
are
weirdly
coming to the door
I'm
on the
weirdly
regular.
I'm weirdly pro not answering the door nude, like overall. Like I was gonna make that before thinking that these were two completely different things that we were talking about. I was gonna be like, answering the door nude is not okay. You should never do that. Like, and if you're doing it as a surprise for someone specific, you should make sure that person is on the other side of the door. Like the keyhole, the whole keyhole look through thing has been a thing forever. Now you got the door cams and whatnot. Like we can solve that problem. Otherwise you have windows like figured out. But no, if it's actually on trick or treating night, like if you're doing that on Halloween, that's a sex offense. No, put that away. Bathroom robe minimum.
Naked man.
I don't know if a bathroom robe minimum on trick or treat night is enough. I don't care what you have going on at your residence, but if that's going on at your residence, the lights are off and there's a sign saying we don't do candy. Fuck off, kids, because you don't bring kids around that. If you're walking around naked in your house it's one night out of the year, you can't fucking wear a pair of pants. That's not okay. That is not okay.
Right.
What if you answer the door looking like Christine Holmes' husband? I don't know who that is. That's a weird cut, Mr.
I feel
Q.
like I should know that. I feel like there's a...
I don't know or care. That's another one of those things where don't squirrel. Just let it go. Especially I was meaning hot date night. No, not on Halloween night. I was meaning on hot date night. Well, wasn't it St. Aaron that said the thing about? Yeah, St. Aaron's is the thing answering on the door. So, oh, he means on hot date night, bathroom robe minimum. Yeah, no, bathroom robe minimum. Or like sexy robe if you're supposed to be, again, surprising a dude. Maybe you want to put on the sexy robe. But again, that's where you look through the keyhole. Or just, again, you make sure you know who's on the side of the door. You should never be a surprise. And again, on Halloween night, I have a weird, like, if we're answering the door to trick-or-treaters, I have a you must be wearing pants minimum. Preferably top too.
Top.
Like...
You don't want to say pants minimum, and then a bunch of women start answering the door at Halloween without topless. Trick or treat! Whoa!
Have you seen some of the costumes? Have you seen some of the costumes your gender will proudly display at that time of year?
I know, and it's sickening. I mean, of course, I think I've done the sexy something at one point or another.
Would I like all of you to be in a fucking nun habit on that night for the trick-or-treating thing? Absolutely, but I'm not that kind of oppressionist person. Like, I'll accept, like, I just, again, I feel like we need a common starting ground for the nays and the yays, and I feel like common starting ground, just be wearing pants.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a starting line we can all get behind. Have some pants. It's a weird thing. Anyways, let's close that out. This day, we've got a half hour left. This day's going crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck this was even about. Oh, cars that never really sold.
That's kind of a cool looking car.
Oh, the Mustang 2?
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not.
now I'm looking at it. Yeah,
Yeah, we're not going to do.
Kind of
I don't
cool
know that I
looking,
want
but
to do
not.
this.
Yeah.
So many of these.
Not as cool when it's full screen.
Yeah, I don't want to necessarily do that. So we have one other.
This is the drunk driver, yeah.
This is the drunk driver one. This is the parade one I had. I better do this now because I don't want to do it tomorrow. And we have like a half hour left in the show. The good news is we have other lighthearted stuff to talk about too. It's just we had this.
You have to get through this one first.
And there was a festival that was held in Japan recently. I don't know if Brian's still around, but he might want to pay attention to that segment. Here we go. Boom.
To the horrific tragedy in Louisiana. A suspected drunk driver plowing his car into a crowd at a festival celebrating the Lao New Year. At least 15 people are injured, some seriously. That driver now facing multiple charges. We do want to warn you, some viewers may find these images disturbing. Here's ABC's Rena Roy.
Tonight, video shows the dramatic moments. A 57-year-old man was arrested after police say he drove his car.
Holy shit. There's that Mustang 2 again. No, actually, is that an Impala?
I was going to say, is that a Charger?
Well, the lights are...
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like it could be a Charger.
Into a crowd in Louisiana this weekend.
All I saw was everyone flying and pushing off to the side.
At least 15 people were injured, some critically, when the crash happened on Saturday afternoon during the Lao New Year festival in the city of Broussard. You can see emergency responders helping the injured.
I just simply thought that he was coming to join the parade because the car was kind of nice. He inches closer and closer, revs his engine again, and just plows through everybody.
Police identifying the suspect.
All right, was that an accident then? Like inches closer and closer than revs his engine. So he either like made a mistake or whatever. People thought he was in the parade. Yeah. He had a nice classic muscle car. So that's really sad. Like, people didn't realize this guy was a fucking danger. He better not be allowed to drive anymore. Like, seriously, dude?
As Todd Landry, arresting him and charging him with negligent injuring in the first degree. State police say Landry showed signs of impairment and that a breath sample indicated a blood alcohol content above the legal limit. At least 13 people were rushed to the hospital, including 2 who had to be airlifted. This mother frantically searching for her son.
Was able to locate him and my friend safely. And then once I found them, I started looking around and you just saw bodies everywhere. And it was just, I don't know, it was like a twilight zone.
Now, the sheriff's office says it does not appear this crash was intentional, but add this is still an active investigation. Rachel.
The crash wasn't intentional, but your choice of wearing the suit jacket only certainly was. Naughty, naughty news anchor. Shame on you, woman.
Rena, thank you. We turn now.
She's so pissed because she doesn't have the bod to rock that. I'm sorry, that pinstripe shirt was missing a lot. Or pinstripe jacket was missing a lot, namely the shirt that's supposed to go under it. What was that? Nice car. Yeah, no, I think that car was a was a Charger.
A couple of folks are saying it was a Chevelle. Could have been. I thought it was Charger, but I don't know my cars very well.
Hooters girl says looks like a Chevelle. I could buy it as a Chevelle. I'd need to usually if it had the SS in the grill, but then again, depending on who he hit, maybe the grill wasn't there anymore.
Yeah.
If I saw SS in the grill, I'd immediately be like, "Oh, this is a Chevelle." But I don't know. Like I said,
it's
not a bad car. I look at it and I saw Impala, but then again, that little brain nugget got thrown in by whoever was talking about the Impala a while ago. But this is my other thing too with the Charger. Aren't the lights on the Charger? Aren't they vertical, not horizontal?
I honestly can't remember. It's been so long since I paid attention to cars, let alone old cars.
Allowed to drive, that son of a bitch shouldn't be allowed to see outside the jail cell for the next 2 years. I mean, I don't know. Shirley clears a crowd. Oh, but I take that back. 15 years to life. I mean, it was an accident, supposedly. I'm guessing he was drunk and he was trying to show off and he was revving and then. But that was weirdly facing it for this parade that's going on. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, that's just sad. That stuff all
sucks,
happening over the weekend. I hope nobody is too seriously injured in that. But that's the worst that we had happening there. Speaking of car crashes, we can cover this real quick. Actress Tori Spelling was involved in one too, in a 2-car collision on southern Riverside County at about 80 miles from Los Angeles. Oh, this was on Tuesday evening. This is a long time ago. Happened around 5:45 p.m. local time. And we don't have any other real information on just all the occupants in both vehicles were medically evaluated at the scene but did not report any hospitalizations from the collision. So yeah, we just have no understanding of how or why that happened. Weird. So we had one other Easter story that had lost people. We had to get I didn't get a chance to do this one. We have an Easter story of, oh, please tell me this is a video. You know what? I got to reload the page and then I bet it'll work. There we go. Yeah, I have to wait for the audio. We have one other last story about Easter. This is the one that I teased that got us the Easter one with the tree from Germany. We have an Easter story from Long Beach. I always, like I said, want people to have fun when they go out, but I worry about doing things like this with my daughter. Because, again, Long Beach Easter egg hunt, they found more than eggs.
Disturbing discovery during Easter celebrations in Long Beach, possible human remains. Officers responded to DeForest Park. This was around 5 p.m. after someone participating in an egg hunt found what they believed to be a very small skull. The LA County Medical Examiner's Office was requested.
So they found a skull while they were in a park doing an Easter egg hunt. Yay!
Yeah, I don't know. That's something else.
And it's a small one, so we can be sure if it's tied to a body, it's probably not an adult. Chargers and Challengers have pointier front ends as Hooters. All right, so I'm the idiot. I guess it's Chevelle. Okay. They found Jesus.
I don't know
Ooh, Los Federales thinks they found Jesus. Should have cleaned it and turned it into a goblet, says Scruffy.
At the scene, but no confirmation just yet on whether the object is indeed real or human. The investigation is ongoing.
Yeah. But it was found again.
Help me find the right coverage for my budget.
Joe Lyons is passive
Fuck
aggressive.
you.
Budget? I mean, what's next? You move out of your mom's basement? It's my own apartment.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So it's again like, holy crap, you let kids go to this stuff just to find some eggs. They find a human skull. This is where I just like, yeah, let's not do that. What did the Easter Bunny leave you this year? I found a finger and look, a ring too. That's not good. Let's not find human remains, please. Children at these things.
Oh Lord.
They should turn it over and see if there's a Spirit Halloween logo. Right, I feel like that part was probably done though. Los Federales. I imagine once police were on the scene, and the news is reporting, and the police there arrived at the scene to let us know. I feel like it was probably a skull of some sort, but they don't know specifically what or whatever. But if it was a Halloween decoration, they probably would have been like, and it turned out to be Halloween decoration. I feel like they'd let us know.
Yeah.
Unless there's a conspiracy to keep it hidden. Was the skull painted, says St. Aaron. Right? Maybe it's a leftover Day of the Dead celebration? Somebody got their holiday confused and forgot, like, the candy skulls and all that stuff. That's in October. This is the wrong end of the year for the decorated skulls. So I don't know. We'll find out.
Maybe it's just been there a long time.
It could be. It could be. We do have I don't know if I should be showing these pictures on screen. We do have the revelers of the giant penis festival.
You can totally show the pictures on screen. I'm sure of it. It is the penis festival in Japan. It happens every year. It's loads of fun. People dressed up as ginormous peni go walking down the streets. It's loads of fun. They have shows.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean you can or can't show it on your screen on a stream.
Oh,
Again, weird. The guy that's like, hey, how about you be fully clothed when you answer the door? Like, doesn't want to show phallus parade on the screen. And I do this show for an adult audience, so that's the thing. Japan, big peen. Since when? They don't have a big peen. They have a penis festival.
They have a penis festival. It's loads of fun. I watched Meme Copium and Max. They recorded.
Here, I'll show this. I'll show this for people to enjoy, because if I get the picture out of it, it won't. So yeah, again, they are celebrating a peen. They're like some sort of saint. And this is it's their fertility festival. Like, they have a fertility festival at the same time of year as a lot of people have a fertility festival. It's just
interesting. It's
ours,
like spring is
like the Anglo-Saxon whatever fertility festivals. They worship the rabbits, the bunnies, the chickens. Those are the signs of our fertility and renewing and all that stuff. Japan's like, no, we're cutting right to the quick. Dicks. Nothing says fertility like dicks. So they do a whole showcasing phallus-shaped portable shrines, pink penis candies. Let's not. Japanese annual fertility festival. Teamed Sunday with tourists, couples, and families, elated by its opening display of sex. Let's not. The Kanamara celebration near Tokyo features colorfully dressed worshipers carrying a trio of giant phallic-shaped objects as they parade through the streets with glee. Yeah, just big peni. I'd be worried that somebody's bringing a penis and they're using it to, like, shoot foam into the crowd, like bubble foam.
No, I don't think they do that.
Just big white ropes of bubble foam into the crowd. 1 meter. Oh, dear Lord. It's like, just read on about the dicks. I don't.
Oh, there's a sponsor idea. Is that a stuffed penis? That's lovely.
It's a penis plushie in a bag that says "Good Day Start" with Fruit of the Loom.
That's awesome.
Actually, you know what? I can show this one too. Again, just worshiping dicks. These are just mostly bells and balls. So I don't think that's really... I'm not going to show the other guy's hat. That one's a little too on the nose. I want to go to Boobies Festival. I don't think anyone does... Look, I don't think anyone does Boobies Festival because I don't think anyone allows women to have that kind of freedom in terms of like long-term traditional festival stuff. And secondly, I don't think you ladies want to parade in the streets with your tatas out. You'll be too afraid.
Not anymore. We did that.
Get you like someone come after you. Like,
We
let's
didn't
grab
do that,
like
but
because that's
they did
I
that
wanna
in the
watch around and look at boobs. Like, right, but your leering ass is why that is exactly not a festival. If they can't advertise toys, why? If they can advertise toys, why not? I don't know what Mr. Q's talking about. Scruffy, it's not foam. It should be foam. This is a group event. Nobody should get hurt. It's some sort of salty surprise. Says Dear Butch. I want to go to King Kong Dong. Like that's you wanting to be there is why there isn't a Boobies Festival. Johnny wants to get knighted by a peener sword. No, I do not.
Is it? Oh, it's almost that time. Yep.
Oh yeah. Thank
After
you.
a 10-minute warning.
Well, that's actually pretty gracious of you because I gotta prep it. There's nothing in the whole thing. We didn't do we did the level 1 hype train, so I did that with the doctor and whatnot. I haven't reloaded this thing and I haven't been really smoking. Anyone surprised it's a penis that's worshipped, not a tentacle? Well, again, this is a fertility festival in Japan. The tentacle is a fringe thing. That's one of those
And
where
isn't that more of a islands and sort of Asia as opposed to
not
Japan?
necessarily.
Oh.
I'll say this: it's one of those things where it's a weird oddity that gets like blown out of proportion, possibly more here than that. I don't know. I don't look into it enough. So I'm not a good person to ask.
I was surprised. I was in a voice chat watching shit with the boys, and I was surprised with eel porn. My goodness. I was done with porn after that. That's the only weird Asian porn that I've ever heard of. Tentacles.
I'm sure there's way
isn't that
more.
dangerous?
I don't want to know about porn at all. I don't want to
Isn't
know
that
about
dangerous,
porn
bro?
outside the bar. I don't know, man. You're asking the wrong guy. Like, you're asking me like I know
I've
something
seen
about
people
tentacle
get
porn.
really bad bruisey injuries when the tentacle grabs onto their face or their arm. I can't imagine it's going to feel real good wrapped around your or cock and shoved up a hoo-ha. I'm just saying that doesn't sound safe.
I don't know what the hell
Doesn't
you're.
sound safe.
See, this is where I'm even more confused. 'cause-
Tentacle. Well, they were saying tentacle. And
Yeah, but I don't-
just assumed-
Please
do
just
one of
get
two
a hooker,
things.
says Scruffy. I don't think tentacles are involved in that manner. I think like if again, I don't see you're putting me in a weird place here. Because I don't know what tentacle
we don't
porn
have
is.
a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell. I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
So I don't want
Thank you, Johnny Timpa, for changing the subject completely. I appreciate that.
Subscribe to your channel for 55 months. Thank you very much. Let's rod the cowbell here for our old buddy Johnny Chimpo. 55 months. Thank you so much. Cowbell coming in for you. Hey-o. All right. Again, I don't know. So grain of salt here, but I'm pretty sure the lady would just F the tentacle and there's no dude involved. I don't think there's like, and again, I don't think it's actual. You know what?
That tentacle is gonna, it's insides. Like, what if it suction cups on and doesn't let go?
You're asking the wrong person. I don't know. Ask someone who's into tentacle porn. Why are you asking me?
I don't want to because I got surprised with eel porn and I don't ever want to see that again.
But then I don't know why you're asking me. Like, wouldn't that be a problem? Like this, that, the other. Wouldn't it be a problem? Like, I mean, logically, it seems like you're right, but I don't know. I don't know.
Well, no, I'm just thinking, like, why would someone want to do that? But then St. Aaron's saying, do not go down that rabbit hole. I've seen shit that, let me save your soul, just don't do it.
I've seen shit that'll make you white. All right, let's do that. Did I do this link? What was this? Oh, this was the other one that we did.
If you know.
No, I don't know, and I don't want to know. Don't tell me.
I might want to know.
No, you don't. You've squirreled
You know?
enough. You have squirreled enough for one day, madam. All right. Okay, so we've got 5 minutes till 4:20. We got 15 minutes in the show. We've got a story about a black bear cub in New Jersey that was rescued from a ditch. We've got a story about a dude who says the Lord teleported him to a Waffle House, and we've got a restaurant apologizing, or I don't know what Polly Market is specifically, but Polly Market apologizes for allowing wagers on the fate of the U.S. pilots downed in Iran.
Oh, dude.
Oh, it's a prediction market platform. So it's just kind of like just weird betting.
Yeah. Hello, Lexi. How you doing?
It's kind of ballsy that they did it at all. But yeah, they but yeah, they had a thing. Oh, and they're showing they have a tweet showing the Polly Market. We'll get into the Polly Market betting one, I guess, right now. So yeah, Polly Market. Note on Middle East markets: the promise of prediction markets is to harness the wisdom of crowd to create accurate, unbiased forecasts. U.S. confirms pilots rescued.
Okay.
Polly Market, April 3rd, 15%. April 4th, 63%. Like, so they were betting on how long it would take us to rescue them. I guess they had to come out and go, hey, we apologize. We didn't mean to do that. They issued an apology for allowing users to bet on that. The two-seater F-15 Strike Eagle was shot down on Friday. And so people betting on whether or not they'd be rescued by, what was it? Saturday was the 4th. 3rd was Friday. So Friday, 15%. People are like, but we got them by Saturday. Easter Sunday for sure, right? Like the 5th had to be at like 95%. I don't know about that, Scruffy. I don't know who was, again, who owns Polly Market. Do I want to look in that rabbit hole? Do I want to find that out?
I don't know. I think I could probably make a decent guess.
Right. Well, what Scruffy's saying, one could allege. Let's dive down this rabbit hole quick. Who owns?
Oh goodness, Insect Love, Mr. Q. Oh gosh, I know about sounding. Never heard of Insect Love, and I'm not gonna look any further because that's just awful. That's just awful. And then Scruffy was talking about Bad Dragon and tentacle porn. Yeah, no, but at least that's like a solid, like it's a sculpture. Like it's not actually able to like work like a tentacle, like a live tentacle. Right. Real life Hunger Games, betting on people's lives, Mr. Q. Yeah.
Would you like to see the CEO of Polly Market?
Uh-oh.
Fucking
Yes,
every
please.
goddamn.
Oh wow.
At this point, it's not like you're anti-Semitic. No, I'm literally just pointing out facts. I have zero desire. I have zero desire for this reality to be true. I'm just simply not stupid enough to ignore it because I'm worried that someone like, no, dude, like it's just.
Yep.
I want to be. I want to be the asshole that they say I am. Because I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, why would I say I am?
Why would I say I am?
Right?
Yeah.
God fucking damn it. Penna Bishop, 0.02% of the population in control of everything. I mean, I don't want, I want that to be wrong. I want that to be like, oh, you're a bigot, and yeah, you believe. But no, do the research. As you always say, do the research, do your own research. Every time you go down the rabbit, like, boop, boop, boom. And I'm saying this because I have, as I love to brag, I have multiple monitors, so I always have a Google window I can pull up. And it doesn't matter when or where, I trace these fucking these strings and these rabbits, and every time it's getting to the point now where it's just like you're a conspiracy theorist if you don't believe it's one big cabal thing, because how hard 420 squirrel.
But it's true, like when it keeps proving itself true time after time after time, you've got to just say, okay, well, maybe this is not the way people like to make it.
Like, I don't like the idea of living in a world where I'm like, if we never got involved in World War II, we just let that shit figure itself out, how would we be doing? Like, if we didn't have one friend in one country located in one very apparently hotbed area, how would the world be doing? I don't want to be that guy.
The world banking system had already, by the time World War I was rolling in, that it had already solidified itself in multiple countries. They already had their fingers in a lot of different pies. So
dirty. All right, I wanted to do this one. I don't know if you're going to be with us tomorrow, but I wanted to do this one with you before we do anything else. We do have the black bear rescue story and a couple of things. We do have our Mr. Q wild saffron friendly animal story of the day kind of deal. But before we get to any of that, Greg Phillips apparently is a person who's in charge of responding to fires and floods for FEMA. And he says, and again, this is what he's saying, the hand of God suddenly and mysteriously moved him to a 24-hour breakfast spot in Rome, Georgia.
From where?
He doesn't say from where. I told you this earlier. He never says from where. Shastani Bruges, I don't know, has worked for Waffle House for a decade as a server in Rome, Georgia. Much of it on the night shift. She said she was once punched in the face by a customer. She saw someone overdose in the bathroom. One night, a man took all the steak knives and threatened the staff with them. But she's never seen anyone teleport to the place. I've seen it all, she says, but I've never seen that. Nor, Miss Bruce said, has she ever laid eyes on Greg Phillips, a top official at the Federal Emergency Management Agency, who generated numerous headlines on at least one biting late-night comedy segment for his claim that he once teleported to a Waffle House in Rome, a city of 39,000 people, northwest of Atlanta. Again, in December, Mr. Phillips, 65, former top health official in Texas, was appointed to the head of FEMA.
Good.
Office with 1,000 employees and a budget of nearly $300 million. I don't care about any of this. Mr. Phillips was known at the time as a proponent of election fraud and conspiracy theories. Things got stickier for Mr. Phillips last month when an investigative report by CNN detailed how, on podcasts and social media, he had propagated other conspiracy theories, used violence. I don't care about any of that. And on 2 occasions, he had somehow found himself being moved by forces beyond his control, dozens of miles from 2 different starting points in Georgia. So he's claiming on 2 different occasions he was teleported to a Waffle House?
Huh.
I'm sorry. Nobody's...
Interesting.
But apparently, he's claiming God teleported him.
Here's why I know he's lying. Other than the fact that teleportation isn't... Wow.
But, I don't teleportation. She's like, well, I didn't say teleported. I meant like transported, whatever. That was someone else's way of wording it. Like, I don't care. You're saying you got teleported to a Waffle House by God.
Yeah.
And he was on the podcast Onward where he said teleporting is no fun. Like, again, I feel like it would be a bigger thing. Like, if they're like, hey, everybody in this Waffle House, like,
saw him. Yeah.
Saw him suddenly appear in the middle of the room and him freaking out. Like, I feel like that would make a lot more news. Because I feel like, and forgive me for saying this, I don't care how religious you are, Like, if you're, like, just standing in the middle, like, say you're in the middle of the room, like, I'm going to get up to go get coffee, and you stand up, and all of a sudden, you're in a Waffle House. Like, blink, you're in a Waffle House. You're going to have a reaction based off of, again, watching TV shows with you. I think something akin to, what the fuck? Like, you're going to be like, wait a minute, why am I in a Waffle House? Like, you won't know it's a Waffle House at first. So you'll be like, whoa, where the hell am I? Who? What? Why? Holy Jesus. Like, because I've seen you watch things where you know what's going to happen. And, like, again, my favorite quote of you now from this weekend is, Hoji, what the fuck? Like, and that,
yes,
again,
that was awful.
Again,
it
that
was
event,
so awful.
That event you knew was going to happen. You knew that person was going to fall like that, but it shook you to that core.
Every single time, it still got me. Yeah.
I feel like a complete, like, blink and all of your surroundings are different is going to evoke a similar response. And when you have that response,
Probably.
as you should, like a rational adult,
People are gonna notice.
everybody's going to notice you, and they're all going to go, when did that guy get here, or girl in this case? When did that lady get here? I don't. Did you see her?
Yeah. When did he get there? But yeah, no, it seems awkward that he's remembering this 2 times, and it sounds like from 2 different locations he started, but then it was the same Waffle House that he landed at both times.
I'm gonna file it under. I'm gonna file it with a fat dose of bullshit because you're a politician.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You work for
Yeah.
FEMA. You're not quite
Years
a
ago.
politician right now, but you're still a politician. Like, this is one of those. I made this up, so it makes it sound like I'm down with the Lord. Like, no offense. I think God. Why?
Doesn't have
You know what? Then
anything
I
to
have
do
to
with-
ask. I have to ask. How many people did you save at that Waffle Hut that night? And what do you mean? Like, how many people did you save? Whether it was bringing them to Jesus or how many, like, down in the dumps? Like, did you pick up somebody's tab? What did you do while you were there? Because clearly God moved you to the Waffle Hut. Well, I had no understanding why I was there, so it's a real pain for me. I had to find a way home. Right? Like, the supreme being overseeing the universe is like, I'm going to take time out of my day.
Oh, is he
just as a
claiming
goof.
God did it?
Yeah, he claimed God moved him. Said he was
Oh.
moved by God to the Waffle Hut twice. And
Oh,
on the
okay, I didn't
podcast
catch the
onward,
God bit.
and on the podcast
that he
onward, he described it as not fun. You know, teleporting's not fun. Like, right, God just moves me there as a goof. Strange.
Yeah.
Strange. So
Very
we'll
strange.
open image a new tab because we got to do this. Oh no, just let me open. Oh, I hate this. Fine, we'll do it this way. Stupid. I can't read the story the way it's posted and open the image in a new tab because it's Instagram. So we have to do it this way so you can see this horrible picture and I can scroll through this. So this was on April 1st at 1:37 p.m. This is not a prank, even though it was April 1st. Troopers from Troop B in Perryville Station responded to an unusual call. They found a baby black bear just like abandoned on the road.
Aw.
They found the small cub alone and in need of assistance. He was safely secured, transported back to the barracks, later released to the Department of Environmental Protection for proper care. So yeah, like, black bear lost his mama bear, cub's missing, so mama bear is going to be dangerous and pissed right now.
Mama bear got hit
Or
by a
that's a
vehicle
possible-
and is dead.
That's
That
entirely
might be
possible
why it's
too.
sitting in a
Well,
thing
you
by
think
the
they
side
would
of
say
the
that.
highway.
They don't really yeah. They don't really specify.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they found this poor little guy. All right, let's click
Aw.
it. He's so he doesn't want to come
What a
out.
cutie.
He doesn't want to come out.
Aw.
Like, you freaking me out, man. Freaking me out right now. Also, this seat smells really fucking weird. Who was in here last? They were blowing asses of coke into your seat, sir. I am now cocaine baby bear. So yeah, that poor little baby bear that was rescued from the side of the highway. I don't know why this is an April 1st story that just made it into our thing, but that happened on April 1st. So yay. Not an April
Aw,
1st
well, that's
story.
sweet.
Oh, it's because the source that linked it to me is from. So yeah, they rescued an orphaned or abandoned black bear cub found in a ditch by the side of a busy highway. So yeah, either the mother was, like you said, hit by something or whatever, and now the cub's orphaned, or the cub was abandoned. I guess that could happen too. Mama Bear could be like, leave the cub to the fucking whatevers. So yeah, no.
Yeah.
Greg Phillips said the hand of God suddenly and mysteriously moved him. So like I said, Greg Phillips thought, you know what the Lord has time to do? Move me. Like, again, if you really believe that, then I have to ask you, what did you do at that Waffle House? And you'd be like, why? Like, because God isn't going to just teleport you against the laws of nature and physics to a Waffle House. You clearly had to either get his teachings to someone and help them see the light of the Lord, or you were supposed to subvert some crazy happening.
Mm-hmm. You had a purpose. If
you were
God
summoned
was
to a
beaming
purpose.
you out there,
like
twice,
that would be. I would not tell anybody. Like, by the way, we're over 30 minutes. So we've got to go. I would not tell anybody if God summoned me. If I thought God summoned me to a place, because I would be so worried that I failed at whatever I was supposed to do. Like, I wouldn't draw attention to that. Because someday someone's going to figure out that XYZ started at this fucking Waffle House, and apparently yours truly was supposed to subvert it, but he didn't because, like, yeah, I don't know. I would say Mama got scared off in another hour. If you would have come back for that cub or something would have happened. I don't know. It's hard to say. Either way, people intervened, so they ruled that the cub had been orphaned or abandoned. At least enough time to call the police, notify the police, them to get enough calls to send someone out to deal with the baby cub. Because I don't think they just went off on the first phone call. I felt like they got like 3 or 4 people being like, hey, there's like a baby bear.
Yeah.
And it was a long enough time frame where they're like, all right, we better send somebody out there. I don't know. Either way, we intervene now, so it's your problem now, douche canoes. Anyhow, we're going to get out of here. I don't know if you'll be joining us tomorrow or not. I guess we'll find out. If you do,
yeah,
cool.
I'm not sure what's going on with me tomorrow. But I will be back in an hour and a half on my channel.
Yay.
So feel free to come and hang out.
Do you know who your guest list is going to be? You're going to have Kaiser and Brian?
I never know. I throw the invite out to the same group of folks, and they show up or they don't.
Because I wanna go, but at the same rate,
they show up.
I get sleepy, and now these new meds, like, that's gonna be a weird thing.
You're gonna have to take it like maybe an hour before you plan on going to bed.
I don't know. Either way, when they start
having it,
when they start kicking in, I'm gonna say this: when they start kicking in, like, walking gets harder. So I'm not super stoked about these, but we'll find out. We'll give them the old college try. I also have to go pick up my ivermectin stuff from Walgreens. I forgot about that. That's gonna be super. That's gonna be super expensive because it's not covered. I fucking hate stuff not covered by insurance. Anyways, we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. It's been an amazing time. We're already on to Thursday, so we'll see where the hype trains and everything. How many divots we poke into that. Thank you all so much for being a part of the program. I'm blessed to get to do this, so I'm grateful. Let's go ahead and get out of here. You're Digger. You're on later, and we already covered that. Laters.
Shut up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me.
Clip it.